on the Rogue Streaming Network. This is Medford Rogues Baseball.
Full swing and a miss, the throw over to second base, and the tag is going to be in time. It's a double play. Strike him out, throw him out. That's hit well. Deep shot, deep right field. That ball is a definite no-doubter.
Rogues Baseball is on the air.
Base running wins games, in my opinion. My philosophy is to create chaos on the base paths.
Rogue Valley, are you ready? Let's send it out to the ballpark. Here is the voice of your Rogues, Brian Welch. It is a picture-perfect Sunday afternoon in the Rogue Valley. Sunday evening, final game of this four-game set between the Solano Mudcats and the Medford Rogues. Hi, everybody. My name is Brian Welch, the Rogue Streaming Network. Happy to have you aboard wherever you may be tuning in. And welcome to the Awesome Pool Guy on Deck show. Does your pool or hot tub need repairs? Call the Awesome Pool Guy, CCB 255-795. Earlier today, Medford took game one of our doubleheader, dominating 9-3 victory against Solano. Rogues snapping a four-game losing streak. And also it was Herman Luna who went the complete way, complete game for Herman Luna. And game two is scheduled for 7 p.m. So we'll keep it going here on the Rogue Streaming Network. And a great win for this Rogue squad. And you think about what the Rogues have done so far this season. 12-5 overall this season, 1-2 in Pacific Empire League action. The thing is, the Rogues found ways to capitalize after giving up a run in that top half of inning number one. 2 runs came across. And let's take a listen to the highlights from the earlier in game one of the doubleheader. It was in that home half of inning number one. How about the Rogues capitalizing with the pass ball and Larson Custer able to score?
Two and two from Myers. Bouncing ball gets away from Wexler, going from third to home. It is sliding as Larson Custer. We're all tied up at one apiece.
And that was 2 runs across in the home half of inning number one. And that was a couple of big runs to get the afternoon going. And you think about this, before today's game, opponents have outscored the Rogues in the first inning, 19 runs to 13 runs. Rogues tacking on a couple of runs in that home half of inning number one. It was a 2-1 lead for the Rogues. Top half of inning number two, Herman Luna, who went 7 innings the complete way, sent the Mudcats in order 1-2-3 with the only strikeout he had in game one of the doubleheader, bottom half of inning number two. Rogues had base runners on. That was Diego Grabio, who was left on at third base, and Larson Custer was forced out at second base during the Chris Ortiz at bat. The top half of inning number three, Rogues had the defense found ways to try to capitalize and keep Solano off the scoreboard. There was a base runner on of Tyler Crudo. Wyatt Davis reached on a fielder's choice. Caden Winton was left on at third base. In the bottom half of inning number three, it was Rogues had a base runner on of Evan Suttle. The small ball was played big today. And talking about that, the small ball was huge. A couple of big stolen bases later on. We'll talk about that. But Evan Sutto was left on at second base. Top half of inning number four. A couple of runs came across. 2 runs on 1-2 on a couple of hits. But 2 errors committed by the Rogues. But how about the 6-4-3 twin killing to get out of the jam, courtesy by Herman Luna and company?
For the Mudcats, ground ball to the left side. Boatwake snatches up, throws over to second for one. Finney throws it first in time. 6-4-3 twin killing, and the Rogues minimize the damage.
And the Rogues did minimize the damage in that inning in the top half of inning number four. The following bottom half of inning number four, this is where it gets very interesting. Diego Grabio drew a walk to lead off the inning. It was Travis Finney who drew a walk, and Jonathan Walsh drew a walk to load the bases. And Larson Custer once again being the center of the offense. Larson Custer getting the first run across since the first inning.
So Grabio at third, Finney at second base, Jonathan Walsh at first base. Still nobody out. You can definitely trade it out for a run if you are Larson Custer. First pitch, hits that in the air, sky high to left field. Davis on the run. Davis going to try to track that one down. Can't make the play. Going from third base to home is Diego Grabiel. He scores standing up. It's a bloop RBI single for Larson Custer. It hung up in the air. Davis was trying to do a diving grab into left field. Could not make the play. And the Rogues tie up the game in the home half of inning number 4.
And we were all tied up in that home half of inning number 4. The next batter, Chris Ortiz, found a way to provide a little bit more offense for the Rogues.
For all the bags in this inning. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. 1-2, hits it in the air. Towering shot left field. That's going to drop down for a hit. 1 runs in. Rounding third, racing towards home is Jonathan Walsh. 2-run double for Chris Ortiz. Chris Ortiz with a huge hit. Puts the Rogues ahead 5-3 Medford.
And once again, Chris Ortiz with a 2-run double made it. It was a 4-spot put up in the bottom half of inning number 4, top half of inning number 5. Mudcats had a base runner on at first base with Max Garcia. Could not get him across. And a good job defensively for the Rogues to find a way to shut down Solano. In the home half of inning number 5, Rogues played 2 runs of their own. A couple of those and 1 error committed in that inning. 2 runs came across and stolen bases. It was a single off the bat from Diego Grabiel, got aboard. Stolen base for him. Think about this. Over 7 stolen bases, a season high in stolen bases for the Rogues in that game 1 of the doubleheader. Rogues got 2 runs across in that 5th inning. Top half of inning number 6, there was a run aboard with a single aboard with a base runner on with Derek Bartram, who led off the inning with the single. And then it was a fly off from Wexler. Whitten reached on a fielder's choice and it was forced out at second base during the Adrian Ruiz at-bat. Home half of inning number 6. Rogues reached on an error of Evan Saito. Nolan Donovan struck out. Jaden Neugebauer struck out. But Will Salohar off the bench, at the plate. With a big confidence at-bat. With an RBI single, drive it in Evan Saito. That was kind of the putting the cherry on top of that ice cream sundae in game 1 of the doubleheader. And the Rogues, in the top half, inning number 7, gave up a leadoff walk from Tyler Crudo, but 3 straight flyouts by that Rogue squad. And the Rogue squad get the job done, snap a 4-game losing streak, but also the Rogues get a complete game from Herman Luna. His 4th start of 2026 gets another win under his belt in 2026. And Herman Luna, this season, 4 wins, no losses. And that was all in Game 3 of this 4-game set. Game 4 happens at 7 p.m., so in 22 minutes. We'll keep it here on the Awesome Pool Guy on Deck show. There's a lot of excitement around this squad right now. It's been a tough week for the Rogues. Dropping that 2-game set against the California Tigers, dropping the first 2 games of the 4-game set against Solano. The Rogue squad has been keeping themselves positive. They definitely played the game of baseball today. And more importantly, they played loose and they've had fun. That's been the operative word so far this afternoon. Rogues take game 1 of the doubleheader. I'd like to welcome you back to the Awesome Pool Guy on Deck show. We heard from Max Shabasteri a little bit ago. And game 1, we get to hear from Caleb Malloy, a returner from last year from Newport, Oregon, also from Lane Community College. Get a chance to hear about being in Lane, but also heard a little bit of news. Caleb Malloy is going to be going to Eastern Illinois. He'll be going there he'll pursue his academic and athletic career. You'll be hearing from him a little bit about that and also about his golf game. That is right. So Caleb Malloy is our Rogues Player Spotlight. You get to hear from him. It'll be a 7 p.m. first pitch from Harry and David Field, Rogues and the Mudcats in the nightcap. Final game of this 4-game set. The final score after looking at all those highlights, 9-3 Medford taking game 3 of this 4-game set. Scoring temperatures right now in the Rogue Valley, just a picture-perfect Friday, Father's Day afternoon and evening. Currently, we are in the evening right now, 6:39 p.m. in the Medford area. Happy Father's Day to all the dads listening. I know my dad was listening down in California on the California coast. I know Mom was making jam with Patty and Mary down the road on the central coast of California. But happy Father's Day to all the dads celebrating today on the Rogue Streaming Network and also at the ballpark. Game 2 of our doubleheader, final game of this 4-game set. Can the Rogues even up the series and head into next week with some momentum, or will the Mudcats get the series victory in the first weekend of league play for the Medford Rogues? It's a 7 p.m. first pitch between the Mudcats and the Rogues. Nightcap from Harry and David Field. Where we go with our Rogues player spotlight, talking with Caleb Malloy. We'll take a 3-minute timeout. Solano and Medford, Nightcap, 7 p.m. first pitch. Keep it here on the Rogue Streaming Network. Looking for a place that actually feels like home? Check out Oak Ridge Estates in Phoenix, Oregon. This manufactured home community is selling brand new 3- and 4-bedroom homes with everything ready for you. A full kitchen appliance package, private carports, extra storage, and fresh landscaping all included. It is a whole vibe, pet-friendly, all ages, and packed with perks like a saltwater pool, hot tub, fitness center, playground, and clubhouse. Stop by 300 Lumen Road or call 541-535-6227 to book your tour today. Discover your place to call home at Oak Ridge Estates. Hungry for pizza? Figaro's Pizza has you covered. From pizza to wings and even calzones, there is something for everybody at Figaro's. Order online at figaros.com or stop by our locations in Phoenix and Gold Hill. Check out our newest location, our Take and Bake food trailer in Eagle Point. Locally owned and operated, Figaro's supports local schools and sports. Figaro's Pizza, proud supporter of Medford Rogues Baseball. Looking to buy or sell in the Rogue Valley? David Case of Windermere Realty has you covered. Windermere Realty has been serving the Rogue Valley for over 30 years. David, a proud husband and father, has been a broker in the Rogue Valley for almost a decade. From residential and rural to commercial, David can handle it all. Contact David Case if you're looking to buy or sell at 541-944-9330. Windermere Realty and David Case, proud supporters of Medford Rogues Baseball. Rogue Green CN Medford Airport is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues Baseball. It's the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, their banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogue Green CN Medford Airport is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogue Green CN Medford Airport at roguegreencn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay.
Planning to move? Choose Pods, the most awarded container moving company. Whether you're moving across town or across the country, Pods brings the container to you. Keep it as long as you like and pack at your own pace. When you're ready, we'll take it to your new home or store it at a secure Pod storage center until you need it. And best of all, you don't have to do the driving. Trust Pods with your next move. Book at pods.com today.
Discover the Life Plan community in the heart of the Rogue Valley. Here, your days are filled with opportunities to express yourself, engage your mind and body, and share your life with great new friends. You can connect, grow, and thrive. Our Hilltop location is near world-class vineyards, the Oregon Shakespeare Festival, and the Brit Music and Arts Festival. Rogue Valley Manor, Southern Oregon's premier Life Plan community.
Welcome back to the Awesome Pool Guy on Deck show. It's time to get rowdy. This is our Rogues Player Spotlight, and our guest today is a returner for the Rogues from Newport, Oregon. How about Caleb Malloy joining us on this Sunday afternoon? Caleb, how are you?
Oh, Brian, I'm doing great. I'm just glad to be here.
You know what? Second year in the Rogue Valley. What did you learn about yourself after playing for the Rogues last season?
Oh, definitely learned a lot. I learned opportunity is everything, and even if things don't go right, opportunity is going to keep coming, and you got to be ready for the next opportunity. And that's something that Kevin's kind of put in front of me is you need to be ready when the opportunity comes, and that's something I strive for is just always be ready.
And the opportunity is here in the Rogue Valley. This is your second year with the Rogues, but you made the announcement today that you're going to be playing at Eastern Illinois. Talk about that.
Coach Anderson, been talking to him this spring and finally gave me the opportunity, gave me the offer, and, I'm super excited. I'm just blessed, brought up opportunity. I'm just excited for that opportunity. That's where my journey is going to take me, and I'm excited.
So are you ready for the Midwest cold?
Oh, I'm not sure. I spent a summer out in the Midwest, and it was Midwest hot. So I've been hearing a little bit about this Midwest cold, hoping they'll get us some nice cold weather gear, and I'll be ready for it.
And your teammate here on the Rogues, Larson Custer, is going to be going to Eastern Illinois in the fall. We're going to be roommates during the school year?
We've definitely been talking about it a little bit. That would be super cool. Go out there with someone I met early, go out with someone I know. So, yeah, that would be pretty cool to be roommates. But if everything falls into place, I think it might happen.
And this is your second year in the Rogue Valley. And you were in the clubhouse last year. You're in the clubhouse this year. What do you like about the guys in 2026?
Last year I was more of a younger guy on the team. There was a lot of old guys, and this year I feel like the team's, a little more my age. I'm, back at my junior college, everybody calls me the young, and I'm the old guy out there. But, everybody here is around 18 to, 21 years old. I'm one of the older guys, but the guys just have a desire to win and have a desire to get better, and it's fun to be a part of, and it's fun to watch how everybody goes about themselves.
And you were at Lane Community College up the road in Eugene. What did you learn about yourself while playing at Lane Community College?
Oh, I learned so much about myself. I showed up thinking, baseball has to be hard, and everything you do has to be hard. And first thing they told me was take a deep breath and, smile, have fun. It's not all about baseball. It's not all about the hard stuff. It's about, the memories you make, the friendships you make. And that was just learning to have fun in the game. And when stuff doesn't go your way, take a deep breath, shrug your shoulders, and, the next pitch is going to go my way.
And one of your college teammates from Lane is here in the Rogue Valley, Nolan Donovan. We interviewed Nolan yesterday, and I said, do you have any good Caleb Malloy stories? I don't think I have any good Caleb Malloy stories, but how cool is it to have a fellow Lane guy up here with you in the Rogue Valley?
Oh, it's awesome. When Kevin texted me and told me he was bringing Nolan out, I couldn't stop smiling, gave Nolan a call. I got set up with the same host family, too, the Memets. Shout out them. They're amazing. They hook us up with some food all the time. They got a really nice spot. We get to go swimming, They're awesome. It feels like home away from home out here, especially with, having a guy I know. It's like I have a brother and a family.
And you are a golfer, and how have the golf courses treated you so far this summer, my friend?
Laurel Hill has been working my short game. Definitely frustrating to start. I take pride in how I get off the tee box with my driver. You can't use the driver a whole bunch at Laurel, so definitely have to get better with the short game. But Laurel Hill's been awesome. I got the opportunity to win the chipping contest, and I got a round out to Centennial Golf Course, which was awesome. Realized I'm not ready for that level of golf. I went out and shot a 93, got humbled. But I have a tee time for 10:30 tomorrow. Got a nice off day, and the pitchers are going to go hit the links.
And at Laurel Hill, are you using your 4-iron to get off the tee box?
Oh, hole one, we have to use a 9-iron because 8-iron goes in the trees, we learned last week. So we're back to the 9-iron again, but I actually don't have a 4-iron in the bag. I think we've gotten all the way down to a 7-iron. And then hole 8 lets us break out the driver, and that's always my favorite hole.
And today is Father's Day. I know you want to give a shout out to your dad, but what does this day mean to you with you and your dad?
Father's Day, it's a day to thank him for all the sacrifices he's made for me and every sacrifice he's made for our family. But also a special shout out to my brother Cody, who just had a baby about a week ago. Beck's happier part of the family. Shout out my brother Josh, who has 2 kids of his own, Boston and Charlotte. So glad everyone's part of the family.
That's well said, my friend. One more thing before I let you go, Caleb. What's that one thing you're getting before the game at the gas station?
I got a mango passion fruit Celsius today. Normally I'll get some sunflower seeds or some kind of candy. Today, some of the pitchers have been talking about these Frazils. They call them Frazils. I think it's Frazzle maybe. It's like a little Slurpee that has the energy drink. I almost went with the orange one today, but still rode with the Celsius.
That's well said, my friend. Caleb, thank you so much for hopping on the Awesome Pool Guy on Deck show. Good luck out here today, and also, more importantly, have a great rest of the summer.
Thank you, Brian.
That is Caleb Malloy joining us on the Awesome Pool Guy on Deck show. When we come right back after this, more of the Rogue Streaming Network on this Father's Day at the ballpark. More after this on the Rogue Streaming Network. Looking for a place that actually feels like home? Check out Oak Ridge Estates in Phoenix, Oregon. This manufactured home community is selling brand new 3- and 4-bedroom homes with everything ready for you. A full kitchen appliance package, private carports, extra storage, and fresh landscaping all included. It is a whole vibe, pet-friendly, all ages, and packed with perks like a saltwater pool, hot tub, fitness center, playground, and clubhouse. Stop by 300 Lumen Road or call 541-535-6227 to book your tour today. Discover your place to call home at Oak Ridge Estates. Hungry for pizza? Figaro's Pizza has you covered. From pizza to wings and even calzones, there is something for everybody at Figaro's. Order online at figaros.com or stop by our locations in Phoenix and Gold Hill. Check out our newest location, our Take and Bake food trailer in Eagle Point. Locally owned and operated, Figaro supports local schools and sports. Figaro's Pizza, proud supporter of Medford Rogues Baseball. Looking to buy or sell in the Rogue Valley? David Case of Windermere Realty has you covered. Windermere Realty has been serving the Rogue Valley for over 30 years. David, a proud husband and father, has been a broker in the Rogue Valley for almost a decade. From residential and rural to commercial, David can handle it all. Contact David Case if you're looking to buy or sell at 541-944-9330. Windermere Realty and David Case, proud supporters of Medford Rogues Baseball. Rogue Green CN Medford Airport is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues Baseball. It's the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, their banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogue Green CN Medford Airport is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogue Green CN Medford Airport at roguegreencn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay.
Planning to move? Choose Pods, the most awarded container moving company. Whether you're moving across town or across the country, Pods brings the container to you. Keep it as long as you like and pack at your own pace. When you're ready, we'll take it to your new home or store it at a secure Pod storage center until you need it. And best of all, you don't have to do the driving. Trust Pods with your next move. Book at pods.com today.
Discover the Life Plan community in the heart of the Rogue Valley. Here, your days are filled with opportunities to express yourself, engage your mind and body, and share your life with great new friends. You can connect, grow, and thrive. Our hilltop location is near world-class vineyards, the Oregon Shakespeare Festival, and the Brit Music and Arts Festival. Rogue Valley Manor, Southern Oregon's premier Life Plan community.
We are inching closer to first pitch. 7 p.m. first pitch for Game 2 of the doubleheader. Final game of this 4-game set. Brian Walsh with you on the Rogue Streaming Network. Rogues taking Game 1 earlier this evening, 9 through the final against the Solano Mudcats. And this is a pivotal last game of this 4-game set. It's going to be a lot of fun to see what's going to happen. And it is 6 minutes before first pitch. We'll keep talking about this. Let's take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by our good friends at Creamer Cabinets. And we figured out why that there was in the bottom half of the 10th inning, Humboldt actually walked it off on a grand slam. So Humboldt wins. They take care of business. The Stockton Pros. That was more importantly the rubber game in that 3-game set currently going on in the top half of inning number 4. Healdsburg's leading 4-1 against the California Tigers at Recreation Park. In the bottom half of inning number 3, Lincoln leading 5-3 against the Marysville Giants. And the West Coast Kings taking on the South Placer Stonecutters. There has no been a score yet given, but we do not have the lineup card yet for the Rogues, but I do have the lineup for you for the Solano Mudcats. Now we have the lineup for the Rogues. Give you that pitching matchup for tonight's game. It is for the Rogues. Tristin Ainsworth, the young man from Brentwood, California. And Tristin Ainsworth gets the start tonight in Game 2, the nightcap in the doubleheader. And Calvin Johnson goes to work in the home half of the first. He's the starting pitcher for the Solano Mudcats. ERA of 6, 1 win, no losses, 2 appearances, 3 innings on the hill, and 2 starts so far in 2026. The question is, can you chase Johnson out of the game early in that top half of inning number 1, the bottom half of the first? But the Rogues have not done a good job this week of chasing out the starter. They'll try to chase out the starter in Game 2 of the doubleheader. When we come right back after this, we will have the starting lineups for you. And, of course, first pitch scheduled for 7 p.m. nightcap. And the back end of our doubleheader, final game of this 4-game set. Medford looking to try to even up the series and try to be 2-2 in Pacific Empire League action. The Mudcats definitely want to go back home to Fairfield with a record of 5. They want to try to get a chance to win this series, but it's going to be a lot on the line tonight. Keep it here on the Rogue Streaming Network. Looking for a place that actually feels like home? Check out Oak Ridge Estates in Phoenix, Oregon. This manufactured home community is selling brand new 3- and 4-bedroom homes with everything ready for you. A full kitchen appliance package, private carports, extra storage, and fresh landscaping all included. It is a whole vibe, pet-friendly, all ages, and packed with perks like a saltwater pool, hot tub, fitness center, playground, and clubhouse. Stop by 300 Lumen Road or call 541-535-6227 to book your tour today. Discover your place to call home at Oak Ridge Estates. Hungry for pizza? Figaro's Pizza has you covered. From pizza to wings and even calzones, there is something for everybody at Figaro's. Order online at figaros.com or stop by our locations in Phoenix and Gold Hill. Check out our newest location, our Take and Bake food trailer in Eagle Point. Locally owned and operated, Figaro's supports local schools and sports. Figaro's Pizza, proud supporter of Medford Rogues Baseball. Looking to buy or sell in the Rogue Valley? David Case of Windermere Realty has you covered. Windermere Realty has been serving the Rogue Valley for over 30 years. David, a proud husband and father, has been a broker in the Rogue Valley for almost a decade. From residential and rural to commercial, David can handle it all. Contact David Case if you're looking to buy or sell at 541-944-9330. Windermere Realty and David Case, proud supporters of Medford Rogues Baseball. Rogue Green CN Medford Airport is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues Baseball. It's the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, their banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogue Green CN Medford Airport is pet-friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogue Green CN Medford Airport at roguegreencn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay.
Planning to move? Choose Pods, the most awarded container moving company. Whether you're moving across town or across the country, Pods brings the container to you. Keep it as long as you like and pack at your own pace. When you're ready, we'll take it to your new home or store it at a secure Pod storage center until you need it. And best of all, you don't have to do the driving. Trust Pods with your next move. Book at pods.com today.
Discover the Life Plan community in the heart of the Rogue Valley. Here, your days are filled with opportunities to express yourself, engage your mind and body, and share your life with great new friends. You can connect, grow, and thrive. Our hilltop location is near world-class vineyards, the Oregon Shakespeare Festival, and the Brit Music and Arts Festival. Rogue Valley Manor, Southern Oregon's premier Life Plan community.
Rogue Green CN Medford Airport is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues Baseball. It's the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, their banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogreen CN Medford Airport is pet-friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogreen CN Medford Airport at rogreencn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay. Looking for a place that actually feels like home? Check out Oak Ridge Estates in Phoenix, Oregon. This manufactured home community is selling brand new 3 and 4 bedroom homes with everything ready for you. A full kitchen appliance package, private carports, extra storage, and fresh landscaping all included. It is a whole vibe, pet-friendly, all ages, and packed with perks like a saltwater pool, hot tub, fitness center, playground, and clubhouse. Stop by 300 Lumen Road or call 541-535-6227 to book your tour today. Discover your place to call home at Oak Ridge Estates. About ready for first pitch between the Solano Mudcats and the Medford Rogues. Brian Woods back with you on the Rogue Streaming Network. Happy to have you aboard wherever you may be tuning in. It's going to be the nightcap, the back end of the doubleheader. Final game of this 4-game set. Medford looking to try to even up this series before heading to take on the West Coast Kings here at Harry and David Field on Tuesday. A lot of baseball to play in between here and now, but regardless, it's the Rogues and the Mudcats scheduled for a 7 p.m. first pitch. It's 7:02 right now. We do not have the umpires just yet, but right now, if you're the Rogues, you like what you've done so far. Complete game by Herman Luna, but also able to recover after those 2 errors committed by the Rogues infield in that home top half inning number 4. But the Rogues getting runs across, playing a game of baseball, getting runners across, being able to find ways to capitalize. And the Rogues capitalize, snapping a 4-game losing streak and also their first win in league play. Currently, Rogues are tied with the Humboldt Crabs, and they could be, so they're tied with Humboldt, so they moved themselves ahead of Marysville. Marysville's 1-4. We'll take a run through the standings after the night is complete, and the umpires are not here yet, but we'll take another commercial break, get you ready for Game 2 of our doubleheader, final game of this 4-game set. Medford and Solano on a beautiful Sunday evening in the Rogue Valley. Once again, happy Father's Day to all the dads listening on the Rogue Streaming Network. I know for me, with my father, the lessons and the endless memories I've had of my dad so far, with being on this earth for 23 years, the lessons he taught me, and also all the laughs and all the memories, and teaching him baseball and teaching me how to garden. I know that Dad loves his gardening right now. I know that they were up in the Rogue Valley for a couple of days this week. They got back home and the garden had the pumpkins growing. There was tomatoes all over the place, zucchini, all the garden favorites for him down in California. So happy Father's Day to you, Dad. Hope you are enjoying the broadcast. I know that you and Mom are in Paso Robles right now having dinner. I know you're probably listening to this, but happy Father's Day to my dad and all the dads listening on the Rogue Streaming Network. Umpires are here. We'll take a quick commercial break, and we'll get you ready for Game 2 of our doubleheader. Solano and Medford are going to square off in around 5 minutes. More after this on the Rogue Streaming Network. Looking for a place that actually feels like home? Check out Oak Ridge Estates in Phoenix, Oregon. This manufactured home community is selling brand new 3 and 4 bedroom homes with everything ready for you. A full kitchen appliance package, private carports, extra storage, and fresh landscaping all included. It is a whole vibe, pet-friendly, all ages, and packed with perks like a saltwater pool, hot tub, fitness center, playground, and clubhouse. Stop by 300 Lumen Road or call 541-535-6227 to book your tour today. Discover your place to call home at Oak Ridge Estates. Hungry for pizza? Figaro's Pizza has you covered. From pizza to wings and even calzones, there is something for everybody at Figaro's. Order online at figaros.com or stop by our locations in Phoenix and Gold Hill. Check out our newest location, our Take and Bake food trailer in Eagle Point. Locally owned and operated, Figaro's supports local schools and sports. Figaro's Pizza, proud supporter of Medford Rogues Baseball. Looking to buy or sell in the Rogue Valley? David Case of Windermere Realty has you covered. Windermere Realty has been serving the Rogue Valley for over 30 years. David, a proud husband and father, has been a broker in the Rogue Valley for almost a decade. From residential and rural to commercial, David can handle it all. Contact David Case if you're looking to buy or sell at 541-944-9330. Windermere Realty and David Case, proud supporters of Medford Rogues Baseball. Rogue Green CN Medford Airport is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues Baseball. It's the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, their banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogue Green CN Medford Airport is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogue Green CN Medford Airport at roguegreenscn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay.
Planning to move? Choose Pods, the most awarded container moving company. Whether you're moving across town or across the country, Pods brings the container to you. Keep it as long as you like and pack at your own pace. When you're ready, we'll take it to your new home or store it at a secure pod storage center until you need it. And best of all, you don't have to do the driving. Trust Pods with your next move. Book at pods.com today.
Discover the Life Plan community in the heart of the Rogue Valley. Here, your days are filled with opportunities to express yourself, engage your mind and body, and share your life with great new friends. You can connect, grow, and thrive. Our hilltop location is near world-class vineyards, the Oregon Shakespeare Festival, and the Brit Music and Arts Festival. Rogue Valley Manor, Southern Oregon's premier Life Plan community.
It is a beautiful Sunday evening in the Rogue Valley. Final game of this 4-game set between the Solano Mudcats and the Medford Rogues. Hi, everybody. My name is Brian Welch of the Rogue Streaming Network. Happy to have you aboard wherever you may be tuning in. And the starting lineup's being introduced right now. Let's give you the starting lineup for the Solano Mudcats, led by head coach Kyle Stafford. The Mudcats 9-2 so far in 2026. 4-1 in Pacific Empire League action. Batting lead off is the second baseman, Ben Kennedy. In the 2 spot is the shortstop, Brandon Stone. The 3 hitter is the third baseman, Dante Kayati. The cleanup hitter is the DH man, Derek Bartram. First time Derek is in the cleanup spot this series for the Solano Mudcats. In the 5 hole is the first baseman, Max Garcia. In the 6th spot is the right fielder, Theo Kopp. He is patrolling right field this evening. Left fielder is Rafael Hall. He was one of the pitchers in Game 1 of the doubleheader. He is the 7 hitter. The catcher is Bruce Boucher. He is batting 8th. And the center fielder is Joseph Torres. He is in the 9th spot. Center fielder is Joseph Torres. So it's Kennedy, Stone, Kayati, Bartram, Garcia, Kopp, Hall, Bouncer, and Torres. Solano, led by head coach Kyle Stafford, 9-2 so far this season, 4-1 in Pacific Empire League action. And this is the Rogue squad trying to find a way to answer back. We'll give you that starting lineup for the Rogues in that home half inning number 1. But the starting pitcher for the Rogues is Tristin Ainsworth. Tristin Ainsworth, the young man from Brentwood, California. Tristin Ainsworth is going to be facing a good Solano Mudcat squad. Tristin Ainsworth, 4 games so far in 2026. 1 start, 8 innings on the hill, 7 runs, 9 hits, 5 errors, 13 strikeouts, 4 walks, 5.63 ERA, 1 win, no losses, and 1 save. And the Rogues huddling up on that third base side. So Tristin Ainsworth begets the start on this Sunday evening, the nightcap from Harry and David Field. Medford looking to try to close out the weekend with a positive, and they break the huddle. And we'll send it down to our on-field host, Jake, for the most important words in baseball.
Well, we know the 2 most important words in baseball. Play ball!
And now we're underway. This is going to be a perfect one, a perfect evening for baseball in the Rogue Valley. Temperatures today for this Father's Day doubleheader in the 80s. Current temperatures right now, 83 degrees. Tomorrow's high will be in the 90s. We'll be live from Ferment Fire in Central Point from 4:30 to 5:30. 93 tomorrow, 93 on Tuesday, 91 on Wednesday. Chance of rain on Friday, high of 73, and a high of 66 on Saturday as well. so the temperatures will be going up and down. Let's give you the dimensions of the ballpark at Harry and David Field. Down the line in left and right field is 325. In center field, it's 400. And the power alleys is 407. Calling the balls and strikes tonight is Greg Jaquette. And at the infield umpire is Andrew Herbal, two-man crew. Joe Woodley had to leave a little bit dehydrated in game one of the doubleheader. Joe Woodley not here, but hopefully Joel is doing okay. And it is going to be interesting to see what Tristin Ainsworth can bring to the table. Tristin Ainsworth, the tall righty, a man from Delta College. You heard from him during our episode 8 of Plank Talk earlier this week, talking about being able to be up here in the Rogue Valley. And Tristin Ainsworth gets ready to face a good Solano Mudcats squad once again. Take a look at that starting lineup once again you see on your screen. Ben Kennedy leads off. Brandon Stone is in the 2 spot. Dante Chiatti is a 3-0 hitter. Derek Bartram is a cleanup man. Max Garcia is at first base. Theo Kopp is the right fielder. Rafael Hall, Bruce Boucher, and Joseph Torres is the starting lineup right there on your screen. About ready for liftoff for Game 2 of this doubleheader. Perfect evening for baseball. Rogues in their green uniforms, the black trim. Solano staying in the powder blue uniforms and the gray pants for this Sunday evening. It is a picture-perfect Father's Day evening. Pull up your favorite chair. Happy Father's Day to all the dads. And we're about ready for liftoff for Game 2 of the doubleheader. And the first pitch from Tristin Ainsworth. Fastball. Shoots it into right field, base hit. Ben Kennedy's aboard of a leadoff single, and we're underway at 7:11 p.m. in the Rogue Valley. Temperature is in the 80s. It is a perfect evening for baseball in the Rogue Valley. One on, nobody out. Here's the shortstop for the Mudcats, Brandon Stone. This is part of the lineup you saw in yesterday's game. Kennedy led off the game with a double. Brandon Stone reached on base 3 times, but did strike out a couple of times as well. Did strike out 3 times. One on, nobody out. First pitch from Tristin Ainsworth. Fastball lasers in on the inside corner, strike 1. Tristin Ainsworth is going to work with that fastball, but also has that changeup in his back pocket. You're going to see that a lot throughout the whole entire evening. Checks on the runner at first base. Ben Kennedy with a small lead at first base. Now medium. No balls, 1 strike, and the pitch. Strike 1 pitch. Fastball lasers in on the inside corner, strike 2, says the home plate umpire Greg Jaquette. Andrew Herbold in the infield, 2-man crew, kind of like what you see in the West Coast League. Righty Brandon Stone in the hole, no balls and 2 strikes. Throw to first base, chases back the runner. Kennedy gets back to the bag with a head first slide. Stone this season a 308 hitter. Has 3 RBIs to his credit so far. Right against right, just underway in the road to first. No balls, 2 strikes, the pitch. 0-2, fouls it off to the screen. We'll do it again. Glacier blue skies overhead. Sun is still engulfing the field. The only little shadow we're seeing is from the scoreboard off in left center. But pristine Father's Day conditions. You're probably cooking Dad a steak right now. No balls and 2 strikes. Breaking ball misses upstairs. Throw over to first base by Anthony Thomas Jr., the catcher, trying to catch Kennedy off guard at first base. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Late evening in the Rogue Valley. Sun doesn't really set until 8 o'clock. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ainsworth with a long pause, fires the pitch. 1-2, misses up and in, almost takes Brandon Stone's head off. Stone, the freshman from Washington State, he'll be going to play for the Cougars in the fall. Mudcats have been swinging the bats well so far this weekend. You think about what they had in Game 1 earlier today. 8 hits. Yesterday in Game 2, 14 hits. So in the last 2 games, 22 hits from this Mudcat squad. 2-2 pitch, breaking ball. Called strike 3. Greg Jaquette did not ring him up on strikes, but Tristin Ainsworth gets his first strikeout of the evening. 1 on, 1 out. We are on the road to first. Here's the 3-hitter, Dante Chiatti. No score between Solano and Medford. Let's give you the defenses backing up the starter. Tristin Ainsworth around the horn from third to first. It's Kotze, Neugebauer, Berman, and Custer. In the outfield from left to right, it's Walsh, Salahar, and Saito. Anthony Thomas Jr. catching for the Rogues in game 2. Throw over to first base. Chases back Ben Kennedy. Gets back to the bag with a head-first slide. Dante Keati, who played in game 1 earlier today, reached on air. Throw back over the first base. Tristin Ainsworth definitely trying to play mind games with Ben Kennedy. Medium-sized lead. The Spartan from San Jose State. Guy who grew up in San Jose. He's at first base. Throws over to first. Chases back the runner. Kennedy gets back to the bag with a head-first slide. Traffic on the base paths for the Mudcats so far in this inning. First one. Fastball misses up and in. 1 ball, no strikes. Keati did ground out and pair of times in the second and in the 5th inning to Travis Finney and the third baseman, Nolan Donovan, as well. 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0. Fastball misses upstairs. 2 balls, no strikes. Just underway. Game 2 of our doubleheader. Final game of this 4-game set. Medford having its moments in game 3 of the series. Game 1 earlier. Also for the Rogues, able to preserve its bullpen for game 2 of the doubleheader. 2-0 pitch. Fastball misses up and in. 3 balls, no strikes. Keati from Bradley University, the Brave, at the dish for today. A .455 hitter. Had 3 balls and no strikes. Small lead for Ben Kennedy at first base. Larson Custer holding the runner. 3 balls, no strikes. Fastball clips that outside corner. Strike 1. 3 balls and a strike. Ainsworth sets up on the first base side of the rubber. Kennedy, this medium-sized lead at first base. 3 balls, 1 strike. The pitch. 3-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. And the count fills. You like the velo by Tristin Ainsworth on the hill. Not really bothered. He's behind 3-0. A couple of pitches later, gets the count full. And Keati trying to provide a little bit of offense for the Mudcats. Payoff pitch upcoming. And the delivery. 3-2. Called strike 3. A nasty breaking ball by Tristin Ainsworth. Back-to-back Ks for Tristin Ainsworth. That's how you do it. If you're Tristin, 1 on, 2 outs. We are on the road to first. No score between Solano and Medford. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Mudcats, Derek Bartram. Game 2 of our doubleheader. Final game of this 4-game set. You could definitely feel the urgency, and you could definitely feel that this Rogue squad wants to get another win before closing the book on this weekend. Base runner at first base is Ben Kennedy, and now the home plate umpire, Greg Jaquette, is walking towards the Solano dugout. And Greg Jaquette is going to talk with the whole entire dugout for Solano. And is that a warning to the Solano dugout? So he did not go to the Medford dugout. He went to the Solano dugout. So craziness already in the top half of inning number 1. Tristin Ainsworth glances at first base. Ben Kennedy with a medium-sized lead. Larson Custer holding the runner. Outfield playing deep and straight away for the Rogues. Salahar, a couple of steps into left center. First offering from Tristin. Fastball hooks it in the air, and that trails foul down the left field line into the bullpen for the Rogues. Strike 1. Derek Bartram at the dish for the Solano Mudcats. Went 2 for 3 in game 1 of the doubleheader. Pair of singles in the 4th and in the 6th inning. No balls, 1 strike. And the pitch. Strike 1 pitch, hits down in the air. Left field going back is Jonathan Walsh at the track. Looks up, it's gone. 2-run homer for Derek Bartram. And Solano strikes first. No help with the wind. Bartram showing off his power in the Rogue Valley. Mudcats wasting no time already in the road to first. 2-0 Solano. Base is empty. Here's the 5-hitter Max Garcia playing at first base. Anthony Thomas Jr. giving a confidence boost to Tristin Ainsworth, saying, hey, you got 2 outs. Just give up a 2-run homer, but you can definitely close the book on this inning. 2 runs on 2 hits so far in this inning for Solano Mudcats. First offering. Fastball right down the boulevard, strike one. Good pitch by Tristin Ainsworth. And we talk about it a lot on the Rogue Streaming Network. How crucial is throwing strike one? And that's a great example there to throw strike one where it very matters. It matters there. No balls and a strike. Strike one pitch home. Fastball lasers in on the outside corner, strike 2. And quickly in the hole, no balls and 2 strikes is Max Garcia. Garcia singled a pair of times in the first and in the 4th inning. Max Garcia did not play in Saturday's game, did stand in Friday's game, had a 3-run triple in that 7-run frame for the Mudcats. In the hole, no balls and 2 strikes, the pitch. Line drive, back up the middle, center field. Max Garcia extends the inning with a 2-out single. So a 2-run homer from Derek Bartram, a single from Max Garcia. Here's the right fielder for the Mudcats, Theo Kopp. 2-0 Solano. We are on the road first. Game 2 of our doubleheader. Final game of this 4-game set. Medford has 1 win already in league play, but looks a lot. It'd be 2-2 looks a lot better than 1-3. First pitch, fastball's fouled off. Left side, strike 1. Theo Kopp, the right fielder tonight. Theo Kopp had a single in that first inning back on Friday night. No balls and a strike. Tristin works on that first base side of the rubber. Strike 1 pitch, clips that top third. Quickly in the hole, no balls and 2 strikes with Theo Kopp. Raphael Hall waits on deck. Rogues trying to prevent more runs from scoring in this inning. 0-2. Slider misses outside at 1 ball, 2 strikes. Shadows starting to appear a little bit more since the last time we brought it up. And blown into the ballpark, into left field, probably 5 to 7 miles per hour. You can definitely feel it a little bit. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ainsworth works on the first base side. 1-2, hits it in the air, down the first base side, and it goes out of play. We'll do it again. Kopp from Solano College, the Benicia native. This spring, a .301 hitter. Still behind 1 ball and 2 strikes. Base runner at first base is Max Garcia. Small lead, Larson Custer holding the runner. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the pitch. 1-2, ground ball to left side. Charge it is Jan Neugebauer, the shortstop, the throw to first base in time for out number 3. And the side is retired. 2 runs come across on 3 hits, no errors, 1 left. Max Garcia left on at first base, but the offense, the nightcap for the Mudcats, off a 2-run homer from Derek Bartram. We head to the home first right after this. Solano 2, Medford coming up on a beautiful Sunday evening. Happy Father's Day to all the dads. More after this on the Rogue Streaming Network. Rogue Green CN Medford Airport is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues Baseball. It's the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, their banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogue Green CN Medford Airport is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogue Green CN Medford Airport at roguegreencn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay. The Looking for a place that actually feels like home? Check out Oak Ridge Estates in Phoenix, Oregon. This manufactured home community is selling brand new 3- and 4-bedroom homes with everything ready for you. A full kitchen appliance package, private carports, extra storage, and fresh landscaping all included. It is a whole vibe, pet-friendly, all ages, and packed with perks like a saltwater pool, hot tub, fitness center, playground, and clubhouse. Stop by 300 Lumen Road or call 541-535-6227 to book your tour today. Discover your place to call home at Oak Ridge Estates. Home half of inning number 1 from Harry and David Field. Solano 2, Medford coming up on this Sunday evening in the Rogue Valley. Let's give you that starting lineup for the Rogues, led by head coach Kevin Olmstead. Medford 12-5 overall in this 2026 campaign, 1-2 in Pacific Empire League action. Batting lead off is the left fielder Jonathan Walsh, and the 2 spot is the second baseman Daniel Berman. The 3-hole hitter is the first baseman Larson Custer. The cleanup man in DH is Chris Ortiz. He caught in game 1 earlier this afternoon. Junior Nugebauer is the shortstop today. He's the 5-hitter. The 6-hole hitter is the right fielder Evan Saito. Anthony Thomas Jr. is catching tonight. He is in the 7th spot. Trey Kotze is the third baseman. He is in the 8-hole. And Will Salahar is patrolling center field, and he is batting 9th. So it's Walsh, Berman, Custer, Ortiz, Nugebauer, Saito, Thomas Jr., Kotze, and Salahar. Starting pitcher for the Solano Mudcats, Calvin Johnson. We gave his numbers a little bit ago in the Awesome Pool Guy on Deck show. ERA of 6. 2 appearances, 2 starts in 2026. Thing is, Calvin Johnson, 3 innings on the hill. Opposing batters this season hitting .333 against him. And now it's actually Derek Bartram walking with the athletic trainer for the Rogues, Rob. The guy who hit the home run is heading to the athletic training table. Keep an eye on that. Here's Jonathan Walsh, gets ready to go for his first trip. Squares for a bunt, pulls back, and it escapes away from the catcher, Bouncer. 1 ball, no strikes. Jonathan Walsh back in his natural habitat. The table setter for the Rogues was the 2-hitter in the earlier part of the game. Reached on base with a pair of walks. Calvin Johnson with a sidearm approach. 1-0 pitch. Capes out of the mid of the catcher, Bouncer. 2 balls, no strikes. Beginning today, Jonathan Walsh, a .306 hitter. Climbs back in the box. The Dover, Tennessee native. Trying to provide a little bit of offense. Third baseman, Coyote, I should say. Playing off the bag a little bit. Playing in on the bag at third. 2 balls and no strikes. 2-0. Fouls it off to the screen. 2 balls, 1 strike. Question is, how do you respond if you are the Rogues? Trying to chase out the starter, and that's been a bugaboo this week. Can the Rogues chase out the starter Johnson? 2-1, fastball clips the outside corner, and the count goes square. So Jonathan Walsh was ahead at 2 balls and no strikes, and back-to-back strikes makes the count go full. The count goes square. 2-2 home. 2-2, breaking ball misses upstairs. Ball 3, and the count fills. This is a big way to start off the first inning. Jonathan Walsh trying to lead off the inning. Ground ball to the right side, takes it on a hop is Kennedy. The throw to first base, and the throw is on the money for out number 1. 4-3 on the ground out for the first out of the inning. Bases empty, 1 out. We are in the bottom of 1. 2-0 lead for Solano. Here's the second baseman for Medford, Daniel Berman. It's going to be the defense backing up the starter. Calvin Johnson around the horn from third to first for the Mudcats. Ciatti, Stone, Kennedy, and Garcia. In the outfield from left to right, it's Hall, Torres, and Kopp. And Bruce Bouncer is catching tonight for the Solano Mudcats. Daniel Berman gets his first appearance in the doubleheader. Right against right. First pitch from the sidearm. First pitch swinging. Hits that in the air sky high into right field. Tracking it down to right field. That's going to drop right in front of Kopp. Rounding first. Digging for 2 is Daniel Berman. Slides into second base. He is safe. Daniel Berman with a leadoff, with a 1-out double rather. But the Rogues record their first hit of the afternoon and evening. Big hit off the bat for Daniel Berman. And Daniel a little bit slow to get up. Gets going once again. One on, one out. We are on the bottom of 1-2-0 Solano. Here's the first baseman for the Rogues, Larson Custer. Game 2 of our doubleheader, nightcap at Terry and David Field. Not really much the nightcap, but it feels like it, because it is 7:30 p.m. in the Rogue Valley. Righty Calvin Johnson sets up on the first base side of the rubber. First pitch. Fastball misses in. 1 ball, no strikes. Larson was in the DH role in game 1 earlier today. Larson, for a pair of singles. Singled and scored in the first. RBI single in the fourth. Did draw a walk in the second inning. 1-0 hits that sky high in the air. Right center field. The second baseman Kennedy's going to try to run up towards it. And makes the grab for out number 2. Custer pops out for the second out of the inning. 1 on, 2 outs. We are in the bottom of 1. Here's the DH man, the cleanup man for the Rogues, Chris Ortiz. All Solano in the nightcap in this back end of the doubleheader. Mudcats leading 2-0 against the Rogues. Chris Ortiz gets to go to work once again, and one of the things that Chris Ortiz is doing in the last couple of days, the last week, growing out the mustache. Multiple guys on the team, and yours truly, have the mustache this year. First offering for the righty. Fastball misses outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Chris Ortiz was the cleanup hitter, yes, in the earlier game today. 2-run double in that 4th inning, which the Rogues scored 4 times in game 1 of the doubleheader. Runner at second base, that is Daniel Berman. Big lead for him. Johnson works on that first base side of the rubber. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch. 1-0, fouls off. The pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike. Chris Ortiz digs back in. Right against right. Johnson sets up on that first base side. The side armor trying to get the out. The 1-1. Fastball clips that top third. 1 ball, 2 strikes. You think about where the Rogues have been at. Before today, they were 0-2 in league. Now they're 1-2 in league, so they are tied with the Crabs. 2-2 looks a lot better than 1-3. Daniel Berman at second base, the 1-2, fouled off. And Chris Ortiz knew that was the pitch he wanted to get. Steps out of the batter's box, recalculates, climbs back in the box. Sun's starting to get a little bit wicked in game 2 of this doubleheader. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch from Johnson, 1-2, up and in, and the count goes square. Chris Ortiz had to jump out of the way. Try not to get hit. Now deuces are wild in the home first. Big lead for Berman at second base. Kennedy, the second baseman for the Mudcats, on the grass in shallow right center. 2-2. Fastball misses inside, and the count fills. Jan Neugebauer waits on deck for the Rogues, followed by Evan Saito. Rogues trying to capitalize in this inning. Payoff pitch. 3-2. Good battle brewing. Chris spoils it foul right side. Still 3 balls and 2 strikes. Johnson sets up on that first base side. The rubber delivers the 3-2. Chopper, left side, takes it to start on a hop. The throw to first base, and the throw is in time for out number 3. And the inning comes to a close. No runs, a hit, no errors, 1 left. Daniel Berman left on at second base. We have played 1 in the Rogue Valley. Solano 2. Medford nothing. More after this on the Rogue Streaming Network. Looking to buy or sell in the Rogue Valley? David Case of Windermere Realty has you covered. Windermere Realty has been serving the Rogue Valley for over 30 years. David, a proud husband and father, has been a broker in the Rogue Valley for almost a decade. From residential and rural to commercial, David can handle it all. Contact David Case if you're looking to buy or sell at 541-944-9330. Windermere Realty and David Case, proud supporters of Medford Rogues Baseball.
Discover the Life Plan community in the heart of the Rogue Valley. Here, your days are filled with opportunities to express yourself, engage your mind and body, and share your life with great new friends. You can connect, grow, and thrive. Our Hilltop location is near world-class vineyards, the Oregon Shakespeare Festival, and the Brit Music and Arts Festival. Rogue Valley Manor, Southern Oregon's premier Life Plan community.
Nothing lead for the Solano Mudcats. Top half of inning number 2 from Harry and David Field. Brian Woods with you on the Rogue Streaming Network. Happy to have you aboard wherever you may be tuning in. And happy Father's Day to all the dads listening on the Rogue Streaming Network. Tristin Ainsworth begins his second inning on the hill. Got a couple of punch outs in the top half. Inning number 1 did give up that 2-run homer from Derek Bartram. We like the confidence from the young man from Brentwood, California. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors for Solano. No runs, 1 hit, no errors for Medford. And right now it is Tristin Ainsworth going to face the bottom of the order for the Mudcats. Raphael Hall leads off the inning, followed by Bruce Boucher and Joseph Torres. Solano trying to secure the series against the Rogues. Rogues trying to even up the series. This is a pivotal game in the hunt for a Pacific Empire League championship. And Tristin Ainsworth gets his second inning on the hill, gets tapped up by his teammate, the third baseman Trey Kotzing. And we go to work now. Raphael Hall, the lefty, stands in right against left to begin the road second. The tall righty Tristin Ainsworth sets up shop on that first base side of the rubber. First offering home. Fastball misses outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Infield playing deep around the horn for the Rogues. Outfield playing deep and straight away. Will Salahar, the center fielder, playing a couple of steps into left center. Wind is blowing into left field, probably 10 to 12 miles per hour. 1-0. Fastball, line drive, hooking foul down the first base side. 1 ball, 1 strike. Raphael Hall, the left fielder, for game 2 of the doubleheader. Raphael was one of the pitchers, was the 4th and final pitcher used by Solano in game 1 of the doubleheader. A ball and a strike. Fastball misses outside, 2 balls, 1 strike. Hall, the freshman outfielder and left-handed pitcher, going to school at Santa Barbara City College. The Vaquero at the dish, ahead 2 balls and a strike. 2-1. Fastball elevated. 3 balls, 1 strike. Talked about a little bit ago in game 1 of the doubleheader where Santa Barbara City College plays their games. It's called a Pershing Park. You just walk across the street and you're at the Pacific Ocean in Santa Barbara. 3 balls and a strike. Fastball hits it in the air, left center field, charging in is Will Salahar on the run, diving grab, can't make the play. And let's see what the official scorekeeper is going to say. That is going to be a hit. Raphael Hall leads off the inning with a single, but a diving attempt by Will Salahar got a little bit fooled off the end of the bat, but a good recovery only keeps Hall at first base. 1 on, nobody out. We are on the road second. Here's the Mudcats catcher, Bruce Boucher. 2-0 Mudcats. Nightcap at Harry and David Field. The final game of this 4-game set to open up league play for the Rogues this weekend. First one. Fastball, first pitch swinging in the air, left center field, circling to his right as Will Salahar makes the one-hand grab into left center. And Bruce Boucher flies out for the first out of the inning. 1 on, 1 out. We are in the road second. Here's the 9-hitter for the Mudcats. The Solano center fielder Joseph Torres. Mudcats 2. Medford nothing. Final game of this 4-game set. First pitch turns away, misses up and in. 1 ball, no strikes. Joseph Torres was in the 9 spot on Saturday. Went 0 for 5. Had 1 ball and no strikes. Tristin Ainsworth, the starter, glances at first base. He's still been working on that first base side of the rubber. 1 ball, no strikes. Ground ball pulled to the right side. Diving grab, can't get it as Daniel Berman rolls into right center. And it's a 1-out single, rather, for Joseph Torres. So Hall to second, Torres to first. His first hit in the series for Joseph Torres. 2 on, 1 out. We are on the road second. 2-0 Mudcats against the Medford Rogues. We go back to the top of the order with the second baseman, Ben Kennedy from San Jose State. Rogues can still turn 2 to get out of the inning. Ainsworth gets the signal from his battery mate, catcher Anthony Thomas Jr. Glances at second base and fires the first pitch. Fastball, lifted foul, right side, strike 1. Kennedy began the game with a leadoff single. He singled and scored. No balls, 1 strike. Ainsworth delivers. Strike 1 pitch. Clips that inside corner, strike 2. Kennedy from San Jose State. Grew up in the San Jose area, attended Pioneer High School. Was a 4-year starter for the baseball team for Pioneer High in the Silicon Valley. No balls, 2 strikes. Ainsworth glances at second base, fires a pitch. 0-2, ground ball, left field, base hit. Rounding third, racing towards home is Hall, but the stop sign put up by the third base coach. And the bases are loaded with 1 out in the row to second. Hall gets to third, Torres to second, Kennedy to first.
Now batting the shortstop, number 9, Brendan Stone.
3 base runners on with 3 singles. Rogues can still turn 2, but water's starting to boil up on the starter, Tristin Ainsworth. Here's the righty, Brandon Stone. 0 for 1 so far this evening. 2-0 Mudcats. Ainsworth works on that first base side of the rubber. First offering. Fastball misses up and out. 1 ball, no strikes. Stone was one of the first strikeout victims for Tristin Ainsworth back in the first inning. Right against right, Tristin Ainsworth gets the signal. Sets up, rocks a bit. 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0, clips that top third. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hall at third, at Torres at second, Kennedy at first base. Middle infielders, Berman and Neugebauer, definitely thinking of turning 2 for the Rogues. Ball and a strike. Bouncing ball misses low. 2 balls, 1 strike. Stars and Stripes blowing into right field. A 2 balls, 1 strike. Ainsworth delivers. 2-1, fastball, that's popped up in the air. Shallow center field. Daniel Berman caught everybody off, goes to his left, makes the grab, going to third base to home. As Hall, buddy, the ball bobbled, but keeps the runners at bay. That is a crucial second out recorded. Stone flies out for the second out of the inning. Bases loaded, 2 outs. We are in the road second. Here's a 3-hitter for the Mudcats. Dante Ciatti. Hayati, I should say. Dante Hayati. 0 for 1 so far this evening Bases loaded, 2 outs. We are on the road second, 2-0 lead for the Solano Mudcats. Mudcats trying to punish the Rogues in this inning. Ainsworth rocks in that first base side of the rubber and fires the first pitch. Fastball elevated, 1 ball, no strikes. Ainsworth takes a deep breath, gets the signal from Anthony Thomas Jr. behind 1 ball and no strikes. 1 ball, no strikes. Fastball misses down and in at 2 balls, no strikes. Coyote struck out in the first inning, 1 of 2 strikeouts so far for Tristin Ainsworth. (2-0). Fastball misses upstairs and in. 3 balls, no strikes. Derek Bartram waits on deck for the Mudcats. Hall at third, Torres at second, Kennedy at first base. 3 balls, no strikes, the pitch. 3-0, fastball, dots the inside corner, strike 1. Seen a healthy dose of fastball from Tristin Ainsworth, the tall righty from Brentwood, California, trying to dance his way out of this inning. Coyote trying to extend the inning with an RBI opportunity for Coyote. 7 runs batted in so far before today. 3-1 pitch, fastball, called for a strike on the inside corner. Generous call by Greg Jaquette. Coyote was definitely thinking that was ball 4. Climbs back in, the count fills, and how about Tristin Ainsworth battling it out on the hill? Ainsworth ready. And the payoff. Fastball misses upstairs, ball 4. And head coach Kevin Olmstead walks out of the dugout, and Coyote walks in a run. It's a 3-0 lead for the Mudcats. And the call to the bullpen. And we have a new pitcher. I'll tell you who he is when we come right back after this. Bases loaded, 2 outs, 3-0 lead for Solano. Nightcap of this this doubleheader, and also the final game of this 4-game set. Pitching changes this season and tonight, brought to you by KTVL 10, Southern Oregon's home for sports and entertainment. More after this on the Rogue Streaming Network.
Planning to move? Choose Pods, the most awarded container moving company. Whether you're moving across town or across the country, Pods brings the container to you. Keep it as long as you like and pack at your own pace. When you're ready, we'll take it to your new home or store it at a secure pod storage center until you need it. And best of all, you don't have to do the driving. Trust Pods with your next move. Book at pods.com today.
Looking for a place that actually feels like home? Check out Oak Ridge Estates in Phoenix, Oregon. This manufactured home community is selling brand new 3- and 4-bedroom homes with everything ready for you. A full kitchen appliance package, private carports, extra storage, and fresh landscaping all included. It is a whole vibe, pet-friendly, all ages, and packed with perks like a saltwater pool, hot tub, fitness center, playground, and clubhouse. Stop by 300 Lumen Road or call 541-535-6227 to book your tour today. Discover your place to call home at Oak Ridge Estates. Solano leading 3-0 against Medford. Top half of inning number 2 from Harrigan David Field. New pitcher on the hill for the Rogues. First time the Rogues called to the bullpen in game 2 of the doubleheader, and they turn to Eric Hernandez. This pitching change brought to you by KTVL 10, Southern Oregon's home for sports and entertainment. Eric Hernandez gets his second appearance of 2026. Eric Hernandez, 1 game, 1 inning, 2 hits, no runs, 3 strikeouts, no walks, and no ERA recorded. The righty works on that first base side of the rubber, getting his world tosses in right now. He's now tuning in on the Rogue Streaming Network. Solano put up a 2-spot in the top half of inning number 1. The highlight of the inning was a 2-run homer from Derek Bartram, and then it was Tristin Ainsworth trying to salvage that second inning, gave up a single from Raphael Hall. Got Bruce Boucher to fly out to center field, and Joseph Torres singled as well. Ben Kennedy singled. Brandon Stone flew out the center field as well, and then Dante Coyote drew a walk and drove in Raphael Hall. And Tristin Ainsworth got the hook, and Eric Hernandez gets the ball now. Bases loaded, 2 outs. We are on the road second, 3-0 lead for Solano. First pitch upcoming from Eric Hernandez. Takes a deep breath and fires the pitch. First pitch fouls it off right side, strike 1. Eric Hernandez, the righty, 6'2", 210, and committed for a school. Currently grew up in Gilroy, California, the garlic capital of the world. Eric Hernandez faces Derek Bartram, a guy who's pretty good so far in game 2 of this doubleheader. 2-run homer in his last at-bat. Mudcats cover all the bags in this inning. Takes a deep breath, and the strike 1 pitch. Fastball misses upstairs. 1 ball, 1 strike. Great conversation with Derek Bartram, with Eric Hernandez a little bit this week. Now time's taken, and now Greg Jacquet is not happy with the Mudcats dugout. So Greg Jacquet was talking with the first base umpire. First base coach for the Mudcats wants an explanation for why Greg Jacquet's not been happy with the Mudcats dugout. Goes back to work, 1 ball and a strike to the right. Derek Bartram marks. Max Garcia waits on deck. Joseph Torres only 90 feet away from scoring. A ball and a strike. Breaking ball, knuckles it. Center field takes it on a hop, and it gets him out. And big play there. Derek Berman forces out Coyote at second base, and the side is retired. 1 run comes across on a 3 hits. No errors. We head to the home second right after this. Due up for the Rogues. 5, 6, and 7. Jay Neugebauer, Evan Saito, and Anthony Thomas Jr. 3-0 lead for, actually, my apologies, all the bases. They leave the bases loaded, but Solano tacks on a run. 3-0 Mudcats. Head to the home second right after this. More after this on the Rogue Streaming Network. After the game is over, are you looking for more Medford Rogues content? Plank Talk is the official podcast of the Medford Rogues. Hi, this is Brian Welch, the voice of your Rogues. Join me every week as we talk with the players, front office staff, and special guests along the way. Plank Talk drops every week during the season on the same channel you watch the Rogues. We will see you for Plank Talk. As always, go Rogues. Green CN Medford Airport is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. It's the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, their banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Green CN Medford Airport is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Green CN Medford Airport at rogreencn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay. Hungry for pizza? Figaro's Pizza has you covered. From pizza to wings and even calzones, there is something for everybody at Figaro's. Order online at figaros.com or stop by our locations in Phoenix and Gold Hill. Check out our newest location, our Take and Bake food trailer in Eagle Point. Locally owned and operated, Figaro's supports local schools and sports. Figaro's Pizza, proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. Home half of inning number 2 from Harry and David Field. It's the visitors from Solano. The Mudcats leading 3-0 against the Medford Rogues. 5, 6, and 7 due up for Medford. Jay Neugebauer leads off the inning, followed by Evan Saito and Anthony Thomas Jr. And they face Calvin Johnson for the first time this evening. My name is Brian Welch of the Rogue Streaming Network. Happy to have you aboard wherever you may be tuning in. First pitch from the side armor, swing and a miss, strike one. Jay Neugebauer taking over in game one of the doubleheader earlier today, taking over the shortstop position from Bo Blake. Jay Neugebauer went 0 for 2 in game one. Strike one pitch, ground ball to the right side, snared by Kennedy. The second baseman throws it over to first in time, and Jay Neugebauer grounds out for the first out of the inning. 4-3 on the ground out, bases empty, one out. In the bottom of two, here's the right fielder for the Rogues, Evan Saito. And think about that play right there, Ben Kennedy showing why he is probably going to get a lot of playing time at San Jose State for the next year. If he plays well in the fall ball, he's going to probably be a starting second baseman for the Spartans. Making plays like that, that's big right there for the Spartan. Here's Evan Saito, the right fielder, 3-0 lead for the Mudcats. We are on the bottom of two. First pitch from Johnson. Ground ball, chopper to the left side, charge it in to Stone, the shortstop, throws on the run. The throw's going to sail past Max Garcia, the first baseman, trucking to second base as Evan Saito slides into the bag, and he is safe. So the first baseman, Max Garcia, did not know where the ball was. He had the shades on, but the ball sailed past him, and an error committed puts Evan Saito in scoring position.
Anthony Thomas Jr.
We talked about a little bit earlier, Evan Saito providing a little bit of excitement in game one of the doubleheader. Matador from CSUN at second base. One on, one out. We are on the bottom of two. Here's the catcher, Anthony Thomas Jr., his first trip of the afternoon and evening. First pitch, fastball, finds the outside corner, strike one. Anthony Thomas Jr. catching in game two of the doubleheader. A 192 hitter so far this season. Leads the team in home runs. Has 9 runs batted in so far this season. Strike one pitch. Misses down and in at 1 ball, 1 strike. Works on that first base side is Calvin Johnson, the pitcher. 1 ball and a strike. 1-1, swing and a miss, strike two. Thomas behind, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Trey Kotze waits on deck. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch. 1-2, misses low, and the count goes square. Evan Saito for a big lead at second base. Second baseman Kennedy playing on the grass in right center. Throw over to second base, and the tag is not in time. Evan Saito was at a big lead at second base. Got back to the bag. That's a great play there. Just get back to the bag safely. Still 2 balls and 2 strikes to Anthony Thomas Jr. 2-2. Misses outside, and the count fills. Evan Saito at second base. He reached on there. Jay Neugebauer led off the inning. He grounded out to the second baseman, Ben Kennedy, on a big play at second base. Counts full, 3-2. 3-2 pitch, hits that in the air. Right center field going back as Torres can't make the grab. Rounding third, jogging towards home as Evan Saito. RBI double for Anthony Thomas Jr. Medford on the board in the nightcap. And Anthony Thomas Jr. provides the offense to get the first run across this evening.
Third baseman from Princeton University, number 28, Trey Kotze.
3-1 Solano, bottom half of inning number 2. Here's Trey Kotze, third baseman for the Rogues tonight. Gets ready to go to work. Trey Kotze, the righty, settles in. Faces Calvin Johnson for the first time. First pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike one. So think about how this inning started. Jay Neugebauer grounded out the Ben Kennedy. 4-3 on the ground out. Evan Saito reached on air. Got the second base. RBI double from Anthony Thomas Jr. Strike one pitch. Slider did go around on it, says the home plate umpire Greg Jaquette. And the hole 0-2 is Trey Kotze. Trey Kotze at third base. Kotze only a 167 hitter. Trying to provide a little bit of offense. 0-2, misses down and in. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Infield playing a little bit to the right. Ben Kennedy, the second baseman for Solano, playing on the grass in right center. Torres, the center fielder, playing a step into left center. 1-2, breaking ball, misses low, and the count goes square. Talking to Trey Kotze today during batting practice at the cages. I said, you want to give a shout out to anybody for Father's Day? He said, happy Father's Day to my dad. I think Trey's dad's listening right now. 2-2 pitch, fouls it off down the third base side, and we'll do it again. Trey Kotze, the San Diego native, you'll be going to Princeton in the fall. He's adjusted well to living and playing in the Rogue Valley. Waits for the 2-2 pitch. 2-2, line drive, center field, base hit. Going to third base, and Anthony Thomas Jr. The stop sign's put up by head coach Kevin Olmstead. Trey Kotze for a 1-out single, puts runners at the corners.
Now batting the center fielder from Scottsdale Community College, number
1 on, 2 on rather, 1 out. We are in the home second, 3-1 lead for Solano. Here's Will Salohar, the 9-hitter, his first time by this evening. Solano leading 3-1 against the Rogues, and you can definitely feel momentum starting to change. Can Will Salohar grab a hold and keep the momentum going in favor of Medford? Johnson glances at first base. First baseman Max Garcia shading his eyes, bound to come back, can't get the ball as Johnson throws it over to first base, and the ball is not there in time. It's a bunt single for Will Salohar. Kotze moves to second base. Salohar goes to first, so an RBI double from Anthony Thomas Jr., a single from Trey Kotze, and a bunt single from Will Salohar. Loads the bases with 1 out in the inning. And you think about, Tom was about to bring this up before the pitch. Will Salohar, Max Garcia has the glasses on top of his head. So now we go back to the top of the order. Bases loaded, 1 out. We are on the bottom of 2, 3-1 Solano. Here's the left fielder for the Rogues, Jonathan Walsh. First pitch. Fastball finds the outside corner, strike 1. Walsh 0 for 1 so far this evening. You can definitely trade it out for a run. Rogues right now trying to capitalize in this inning. Strike 1 pitch. Lasers in on the inside corner, quickly in the hole. No balls and 2 strikes. Walsh grounded out to Kennedy, the second baseman, back in the first to get the first inning going. I know Alex and Scout, his brother and the family dog, listening back home in Dover, Tennessee. 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss on the curveball, and Jonathan Walsh not happy with himself on that play. First strikeout for Calvin Johnson in game 2 of the doubleheader. Bases loaded, 2 outs. We are in the home half, inning number 2. Here's Daniel Berman. 1 for 1 so far this evening. 3-1 Solano. Final game of this 4-game set. And Daniel Berman settles in. Thomas Jr. at third base. Trey Kotze at second base. Will Salohar at first base. Rogues trying to get another run across in this inning. First pitch, breaking ball, misses upstairs. 1 ball, no strikes. Shadows starting to appear. Most of the sun and is out in the right center field and a little bit in center field. 1-0 pitch, clips that top third. 1 ball, 1 strike. Daniel Berman doubled in the first. He's left stranded at second base. One ball and a strike. Ground ball pulled to the left side, gobbled up by Coyote, throws it over to second base, and he's out. Will Salohar forced out at second base, and the inning comes to a close. 1 run comes across on 1, 2, 3 hits, no errors, but the Rogues can't capitalize anymore. It's a 3-1 lead for Solano. We've played 2 in the Rogue Valley. Top half of inning number 3 coming up right after this. More after this on the Rogue Streaming Network.
Planning to move? Choose Pods, the most awarded container moving company. Whether you're moving across town or across the country, Pods brings the container to you. Keep it as long as you like and pack at your own pace. When you're ready, we'll take it to your new home or store it at a secure pod storage center until you need it. And best of all, you don't have to do the driving. Trust Pods with your next move. Book at pods.com today.
Looking for a place that actually feels like home? Check out Oak Ridge Estates in Phoenix, Oregon. This manufactured home community is selling brand new 3- and 4-bedroom homes with everything ready for you. A full kitchen appliance package, private carports, extra storage, and fresh landscaping all included. It is a whole vibe, pet-friendly, all ages, and packed with perks like a saltwater pool, hot tub, fitness center, playground, and clubhouse. Stop by 300 Lumen Road or call 541-535-6227 to book your tour today. Discover your place to call home at Oak Ridge Estates. Solano 3, Medford 1, top half of inning number 3 from Harry and David Field. Happy Father's Day to all the dads listening on the Rogue Streaming Network. Brian Welch back with you on the Rogue Streaming Network. It's Eric Hernandez who begins his first full inning on the hill. In relief of the starter, Tristin Ainsworth, he faces 5, 6, and 7 in the batting order of the Solano Mudcats. Max Garcia leads off the inning, followed by Theo Kopp and Raphael Hall. We are brought to you by our good friends Figaro's Pizza. From pizza to wings, even calzones, Figaro's Pizza has you covered. Order online at figaros.com. I'll come by our locations in Phoenix, Gold Hill, and our newest location in Eagle Point. Locally owned and operated and a proud supporter of sports and your Rogues. Quick conversation between Anthony Thomas and Eric Hernandez concludes, and he faces Max Garcia 1 for 1 so far this evening. And he steps in for his second trip of the night. 3 runs, 6 hits, 1 error for the visitors from Solano, from Fairfield. Infield playing deep around the horn for the Rogues to begin this one on the Sunday evening. Stars and Stripes just blowing in softly into left field. Just a trademark of what this field is. If the wind's not blowing in, it must be a very interesting day at the yard. First pitch, breaking ball, clips out bottom third, strike 1. Max Garcia this afternoon, or today, 1 for 1 so far in game 2 of the doubleheader. Garcia went 2 for 3 of a walk. No balls and a strike. Takes a deep breath as Hernandez in the strike 1 pitch. Hits down the air, down the right field line, and it goes out of play. In the hole, no balls and 2 strikes. And it was interesting. We were talking about, talking with the Solano coaches before game 1. We're talking about, talking about being up here in the Rogue Valley, and we were talking about me living in Eagle Point, and it was kind of fun. One of the assistant coaches, no balls and 2 strikes, takes a deep breath, is Eric Hernandez. Looks and fires. 0-2, fouls it off, right side. We'll do it again, still no balls and 2 strikes. Great conversation with the whole entire Solano Mudcats squad so far this weekend. We'll see them in July. Talking of assistant coach Jeff Matlock, he's also in the front office with the Mudcats. No balls and 2 strikes. 0-2, hits down the air, center field, tracking it down, going back as well. Salahar makes the one-hand grab for out number 1. 1 out, the base is empty. We are on the top of 3. It's a 3-1 lead for the Solano Mudcats. Here's the right fielder for Solano, Theo Kopp. 0 for 1 so far this evening. And I was talking with Jeff Matlock a little bit. I live at Eagle Point. And he said, I know exactly where Eagle Point, Oregon is at. Eagle Point is a community 24 minutes away from the ballpark. Got to take the Crater Lake Highway. It's on the way to Crater Lake. Beautiful small town. First pitch, fastball misses outside, ball 1. This is interesting because Jeff Matlock played for a team called the Fairfield Expos. It's an American Legion team based in California. The Expos, ironically, are playing in Roseburg for a American Legion tournament at Champion Car Wash Field, hosted by the Roseburg Dr. Stewarts. 1-0 pitch, fastball, sprayed foul to the first base side, out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike. And he was talking about on the way to a tournament in the late 80s, Jeff Matlock and the Fairfield Expos played a game at Eagle Point High School, and they stayed the night in the Eagle Point High School gym. That was in the 80s. You don't have to pay for the hotel, stay in the gym. 1 ball and a strike. Misses down and out. 2 balls, 1 strike. They did stay in tents at the KOA up in Roseburg for that tournament after leaving Eagle Point. So it was great talking to Jeff Matlock about the Eagle Point connection. 2 balls and a strike. Fastball calling for a strike on the outside corner. Nasty pitch. Wind is blowing into the ballpark on this Sunday afternoon and evening. Lights are turned on. Shadows starting to be more visible. Mostly in left field. Jonathan Walsh is covered in shade and shadow this evening. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Cop down on strikes. First strikeout victim for Eric Hernandez in relief tonight. 2 up and 2 down on the road to third.
Now batting the left fielder, number 6, Raphael Hall.
Bases empty, 2 outs. We are on the road to third. 3-1 lead for the Solano Mudcats. Here's the left fielder, Raphael Hall. 1 for 1 so far this evening. Solano trying to provide a little bit more offense, but Eric Hernandez trying to keep them in check in this final game of this 4-game set. Hernandez takes a deep breath and fires the first pitch. First pitch, clips that outside corner, strike 1. Hall singled in the first. Made it all the way around and scored. It's 1 for 1 so far this evening. Strike 1 pitch. Misses down and out. 1 ball, 1 strike. So, a little bit for more information. Roseburg Dr. Stewart's will be in town tomorrow. Take on the Medford Mustangs. And the Fairfield Expos to begin the week played here at Harry and David Field, and now on play Greg Jaquette steps out. Now time's taken, I guess. And Hernandez walks around and now climbs back onto the rubber. Right against left, 1 ball and a strike to the left footer, Raphael Hall. Bruce Boucher waits on deck for the Mudcats. Takes a deep breath and the 1-1. Fastball hits in the air. Foul territory. Trey Kotze on the run. Going to make the one-hand grab. Makes it in time for out number 3. And the side is retired. And the Mudcats go in order 1, 2, 3. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left. We head to the home half of inning number 3 right after this. Daniel Berman, Larson Custer, Chris Ortiz due up. Can the Rogues capitalize in the home half of inning number 3? Solano 3, Medford 1. More after this on the Rogue Streaming Network. After the game is over, are you looking for more Medford Rogues content? Plank Talk is the official podcast of the Medford Rogues. Hi, this is Brian Welch, the voice of your Rogues. Join me every week as we talk with the players, front office staff, and special guests along the way. Plank Talk drops every week during the season on the same channel you watch the Rogues. We will see you for Plank Talk. As always, go Rogues. Rogreen CN Medford Airport is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. It's the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, their banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogreen CN Medford Airport is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogreen CN Medford Airport at rogreencn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay. Hungry for pizza? Figaro's Pizza has you covered. From pizza to wings and even calzones, there is something for everybody at Figaro's. Order online at figaros.com or stop by our locations in Phoenix and Gold Hill. Check out our newest location, our Take and Bake food trailer in Eagle Point. Locally owned and operated, Figaro supports local schools and sports. Figaro's Pizza, proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. Home half half of inning number 3 from Harry and David Field. New pitcher in the game for the Solano Mudcats. First time the Mudcats turn to the bullpen, and they turn to Cade Taylor. Cade Taylor, right-handed pitcher, 6'2", 190 from Butte College. The Roadrunner getting his warm-up tosses in right now as we speak. And this Pause the Action is brought to you by our good friends, KTVL 10, Southern Oregon's home for sports and entertainment. Final line score for Calvin Johnson, 2 innings on the hill, 4 hits, 1 run. No walks, and did strike out 1 Rogues batter, Cade Taylor, this season. Cade Taylor is ready to go to work now. Give him his numbers, but we do know that he is going to see. He sees Larson Custer for the first time in relief. Larson Custer followed by Chris Ortiz and Jenna Neugebauer. 3-1 Solano. Final game of this 4-game set. It's going to be a very interesting inning for the Rogues. Rogues leaving the bases loaded in the 2nd inning. Going to find a way to capitalize. Righty works on that first base side of the rubber. Cade Taylor gets ready to go to work. And the first pitch home. Ground ball, chopper to the right side. Kennedy can't make the play. Rolls into right center. Larson Custer aboard of a leadoff single. And that's how you begin the home half of inning number 3. Rogues trying to capitalize, and they do indeed. 1 on, nobody out. Here's a DH man for the Rogues, Chris Ortiz. Solano 3, Medford 1. We are on the bottom of 3. And this Rogue squad can definitely feel the intensity. You definitely feel that this Rogue squad definitely wants to keep their winning ways going, taking game 1 of the doubleheader yesterday, taking the game 1 of the doubleheader earlier today. Chris Ortiz 0 for 1 so far, stands in for his 2nd trip of the night. Right against right. First pitch, fastball. Flips that top third at strike 1. Ortiz was the catcher in game 1 earlier today. Caught the complete game with his battery mate Herman Luna. Strike 1 pitch. Finds that inside third, strike 2. Larson Custer at first base. Max Garcia holding the runner at first. Has the shades not on, but on top of his head. No balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. 0-2, misses low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Kramer Cabinets. Taylor sets up on that first base side of the rubber. Currently in the top half of inning number 9. It's a 4-3 lead for the Healdsburg Prune Packers. 1-2. Fastball spike catcher. Boucher has to track that one down. Larson Custer not attempting to try to steal second base, and the count goes square at 2. So it's a 4-3 lead currently for the Healdsburg Prune Packers against the California Tigers. The Tigers proving to be difficult against Pacific Empire League teams. They came into the Rogue Valley and stole a couple of wins away from the Rogues. 2-2 pitch, misses up and in. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Three balls, 2 strikes. 3-2, turns away, misses up and in. Ball 4, Chris Ortiz takes first. Walked by Ortiz, a single by Larson Custer. 2 on, nobody out. Here's Jay Neugebauer, 3-1 Solano. We are in the home half of inning number 3. Final game of this 4-game set. Currently looking at the live stats from the Healdsburg game against the California Tigers. It is 1 out in the top half of inning number 9. They have their closer, Mason Lerma, into the game. He is going to be 1 in the 3rd innings pitch so far. First pitch, popped up. Third baseman Hayate trying to track that down. And it lands just on the third base side. Almost hits a couple of the fans. Strike 1. Jay Neugebauer today, 0 for 1. Runners at first and second. Custer at second base. Chris Ortiz at first. Lights are turned on. Shadows starting to be more prevalent, especially in left field. Evan Saito waits on deck. No balls, 1 strike, and the pitch. Scores for a bunt as Jay Neugebauer picks it up, is the catcher. Boucher throws it over to first base and advances the runner on the sac bunt. Custer to third, Ortiz to second. So 2-3 on the ground out. 1 out. Runners at second and third. Here's Evan Saito, the right fielder tonight for the Rogues. 3-1 lead for the Solano Mudcats. Final game of this 4-game set. Rogues right now trying to capitalize. Tying run is at second base. Go ahead and run is at the dish. Evan Saito reached on air and scored in the second inning. Corner infielder starting to play in for Solano. First pitch. Fastball finds the inside corner. Strike 1. Saito provided a little bit of that offense in that home half of the second. Reached on air, went around and scored. Rogues trying to capitalize, trying to find that energy once again. Strike 1 pitch. Fastball clips that inside corner quickly in the hole. No balls and 2 strikes as Saito. Anthony Thomas Jr. waits on deck. Taylor sets up on that first base side of the rubber. Head, no balls and 2 strikes. Chopper, left side, gobbled up by Coyote. Gets the tag of Custer at third base. So Evan Saito reaches on a fielder's choice. So 2 on, 2 outs. We are on the bottom of 3. Here's Anthony Thomas Jr. now. Rogues trying to find a little bit more offense on this Sunday evening. So runners at first and second. Ortiz at second. Saito at first base. Anthony Thomas Jr. 1 for 1 so far this afternoon and evening. The lefty battles the righty, Cade Taylor. First pitch, misses inside. 1 ball, no strikes. Getting that first run across for Anthony Thomas Jr. was huge. Rogues still hanging around in game 2 of this doubleheader. 1 ball, no strikes. Ground ball, pulled foul down the first base side. Strike 1. A ball and a strike. Misses up and out. 2 balls, 1 strike. Second baseman of Ben Kennedy playing on the grass in shallow right center. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2-1 fastball. Dots that outside third. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Greg Kotze waits on deck for the Rogues. Rogues trying to capitalize. Two balls, 2 strikes, the pitch. 2-2 fastball misses outside, ball 3, and the count fills. Anthony Thomas Jr., the Fallbrook, California native, trying to extend the game in the inning. Lights are turned on at the ballpark. Payoff pitch. 3-2 popped up sky high. First baseman Garcia giving chase. And it goes out of play, and it lands on the concourse, bounces around a couple of times. The question is, who gets the ball? Hey, a little girl got the ball. Congratulations. So 3 balls and 2 strikes to Anthony Thomas Jr. Runners at first and second. 3 balls, 2 strikes, a pitch. 3-2, misses upstairs, ball 4. Anthony Thomas Jr. coaxes a 2-out walk. So the Rogues load the bases with 2 outs in the home half of inning number 3. Solano 3, Medford 1. Here's Trey Kotze. Kotze 1 for 1 so far this evening. Rogues trying to capitalize. Tying run is at second base. That's Evan Saito. Chris Ortiz only 90 feet away from scoring. So it's Ortiz at third, Saito at second base, Anthony Thomas Jr. at first base. First pitch, fastball, finds that top third, strike 1. That has been a strike so far, dictated by Greg Jaquette. Strike one pitch. Misses inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Katse singled in the second, got left on at second base. Trey Katse so far this season, 3 runs batted in, trying to change that once again. Strike 1 pitch, good fastball, swing and a miss, strike 2. Salohar waits on deck. Trey behind, 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1-2. Ground ball to left side, takes it on a hop of stone, throws it over to second base, forces out Anthony Thomas Jr. at second base, and the inning comes to a close. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and the Rogues leave the bases loaded once again this evening. We played 3 in the Rogue Valley, Solano 3, Medford 1. More after this on the Rogue Streaming Network. Rogue Green CN Medford Airport is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. It's the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, their banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogue Green CN Medford Airport is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogue Green CN Medford Airport at roguegreencn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay. Looking for a place that actually feels like home? Check out Oak Ridge Estates in Phoenix, Oregon. This manufactured home community is selling brand new 3- and 4-bedroom homes with everything ready for you. A full kitchen appliance package, private carports, extra storage, and fresh landscaping all included. It is a whole vibe, pet-friendly, all ages, and packed with perks like a saltwater pool, hot tub, fitness center, playground, and clubhouse. Stop by 300 Lumen Road or call 541-535-6227 to book your tour today. Discover your place to call home at Oak Ridge Estates. Top half of inning number 4 from Harry and David Field. Solano leading in the nightcap, back end of this doubleheader. 3-1 against the Medford Rogues. Brian Woods with you on the Rogue Streaming Network. Happy to have you aboard wherever you may be tuning in. We are brought to you by our good friends at Figaro's Pizza. From pizza to wings, even calzones, Figaro's Pizza has you covered. Order online at figaros.com or come by our locations in Phoenix, Gold Hill, and our newest location in Eagle Point. Locally owned and operated and a proud supporter of sports and your Rogues. More importantly, the Rogues trying to find a way to get the offense moving. The defense has kept Solano in check so far. Eric Hernandez begins his second full inning on the hill, sending the Mudcats in order 1, 2, 3. And the third inning faces 8, 9, and 1 in the batting order. Bruce Boucher leads off the inning, followed by Joseph Torres and Ben Kennedy. And the young man from Gilroy, California gets ready to battle it out. Sun about the set in the Rogue Valley on this Father's Day 2026. Happy Father's Day to all the dads listening on the Rogue Streaming Network. Medford trying to get another win in league play to try to even up the series. Right against right, first base side of the rubber is Eric Hernandez. He works from that side, takes a deep breath, and the first pitch. First pitch, and he hits the batter. Bruce Bouncer takes his base, leadoff hit by pitch to begin the 4th inning. 1 on, nobody out. Here's the center fielder for Solano, Joseph Torres. 3-1 lead for the Mudcats. Mudcats trying to secure the series. Rogues do see the Mudcats when they do their week-long road trip through the Golden State of California, a 5 p.m. showdown at Solano College. That is on July 16th. First offering. First pitch fastball. Upstairs, 1 ball, no strikes. Torres tonight 1 for 1 so far. Lefty digs back in. Had 1 ball and no strikes. Hernandez works, throws it over to first base. Chases back the runner. Boucher gets back to the bag with a head first slide. 1-0. Fastball fouled off, left side, 1 ball, 1 strike. Torres singled in the second, got all the way to third base, but was left stranded. Mudcats have had their moments so far in this doubleheader. Ball and a strike. Fastball misses down and in at 2 balls, 1 strike. Solano got the offense moving in the top of the first of a 2-run jam from Derek Bartram. Bartram, I should say. Medford answered back with a run of their own in the home second after giving up a run in that second inning. 2 balls, 1 strike. Runner goes. Fastball upstairs, a throw to second base, and the throw sails into center field. So a stolen base for Bruce Boucher eliminates the opportunity to turn 2. 3 balls and a strike to the lefty, Joseph Torres. The top of the order guy, Ben Kennedy, waits on deck. Three balls, 1 strike, and the pitch. 3-1, swing and a miss, strike 2, and the count fills. You like the composure what Eric Hernandez has done so far, the Gilroy, California native. Gets the count to go full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Big pitch upcoming in this at-bat. Boucher at second base. Big lead for him. 3 balls, 2 strikes, the pitch. 3-2, fouled off, screams over our heads. We'll do it again.
Error on the announcer. There is no K-batter because, thanks to GM Jeff Weiss, happy hour pricing going on through the entire game.
Look at the out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by Kramer Cabinets. 4-3 win for the Prune Packers. They survived the scare from the California Tigers. Potters leading 13-5 against Marysville. They are in the bottom of the 8th from McBean. 3-2, fouls it off. Torres keeps the at-bat going. It's been that type of afternoon so far and evening. Herman Luna going the complete way in game 1 of the doubleheader. Preserving the pitching staff. 2 pitchers used so far for Medford. Count is still full. Still 3 balls and 2 strikes. Hernandez works on that first base side of the rubber and the 3-2. Fastball, sky high, pop up, left side of the infield, calling everybody off as Trey Kotze makes the 1-hand ground for out number 1. Torres pops out for the first out of the inning. 1 on, 1 out. We are in the road to 4th. Here's the top of the order guy, Ben Kennedy, second baseman tonight for the Solano Mudcats. 2 for 2 so far this evening. Solano 3, Medford 1, final game of this 4-game set. Mudcats trying to play a couple of more runs. Rogues right now trying to keep this offense of the Mudcats at bay. It's been a joyous week if you are a big Mudcats fan. The offense has been on rails so far in the series. First offering. Pop that one up in the air. Tracking it down is Jan Neugebauer. Backing up, back. Tracking it down. Makes the 2-hand grab for out number 2. So Ben Kennedy pops out for the second out of the inning. 1 on, 2 outs. We are on the top of 4. Here's a 2-hitter, Brandon Stone, 0 for 2 so far this evening. Medford trailing 3-1 against Solano on this beautiful Sunday evening in the Rogue Valley. Good crowd on hand still. A lot of people here to watch the Rogues. Think about what Eric Hernandez has done so far, being efficient on the hill so far, trying to get Brandon Stone out. 0 for 2 so far this evening. First pitch. Misses up and in. 1 ball, no strikes. Struck out in the first, flied out to center field to Salahar in the second. Now a quick conversation between Anthony Thomas Jr. and Eric Hernandez. With that pause, the action. We're brought to you by our good friends at the Asa Pool Guy. You need to replace your vital pool liner? Call the Asa Pool Guy, CCB 255-795. One other game going on currently in the Pacific Empire League. That's the Solano-Marysville game. Lincoln-Marysville game, I should say. Solano-Medford game currently going on. Lincoln and Marysville going at it currently at McBean Park. 1 ball, no strike. Sets up on the first base side and the pitch. 1-0. Hits that sky high in the air. Center field going to his left as Will Salahar. Salahar makes the one-hand grab for out number 3, and the side is retired. No runs, no hits, no errors. One left. Eric Hernandez and company works around the leadoff base runner, Bruce Bouncer. And the 4th inning, top of the 4th, comes to a close. Home half of inning number 4 coming up right after this. Will Salahar, Jonathan Walsh, and Daniel Berman due up. Solano 3, Medford 1. More after this on the Rogue Streaming Network. Looking to buy or sell in the Rogue Valley? David Case of Windermere Realty has you covered. Windermere Realty has been serving the Rogue Valley for over 30 years. David, a proud husband and father, has been a broker in the Rogue Valley for almost a decade. From residential and rural to commercial, David can handle it all. Contact David Case if you're looking to buy or sell at 541-944-9330. Windermere Realty and David Case, proud supporters of Medford Rogues Baseball.
Discover the Life Plan community in the heart of the Rogue Valley. Here, your days are filled with opportunities to express yourself, engage your mind and body, and share your life with great new friends. You can connect, grow, and thrive. Our hilltop location is near world-class vineyards, the Oregon Shakespeare Festival, and the Brit Music and Arts Festival. Rogue Valley Manor, Southern Oregon's premier Life Plan community.
Solano 3, Medford 1, home half of inning number 4 from Harry and David Field. Brian Watch with you on the Rogue Streaming Network. And it's 9-1-2 due up for the Rogues. Will Salahar followed by Jonathan Walsh and Daniel Berman. Hope you're doing well. Happy to have you aboard wherever you may be tuning in. Happy Father's Day to all the dads listening. Will Salahar leads off the inning 1-for-1 so far tonight. Medford trying to even up this 4-game set. It's a 2-game-to-1 lead for the Solano Mudcats in this weekend series. And the Rogues definitely want to even this one up to head into the week with a 2-game set against the West Coast Kings Tuesday and Wednesday, off day on Thursday. And then a 3-game set against the Healdsburg Prune Packers. First pitch misses low, 1 ball, no strikes. Will Salahar, the Anthem, Arizona native, goes to Scottsdale Community College. The Fighting Artichoke had 1 ball and no strikes. 1-0. Fouls it off, left side, 1 ball, 1 strike. Salahar used the small ball game to get on base in the 2nd inning, got aboard of a bunt single, but was forced out at second. This is a very interesting inning right now for the Rogues. If you want to find ways to capitalize, Rogues leaving the bases loaded in the 2nd and in the 3rd inning. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1, misses inside, 2 balls, 1 strike. Well, Salahar swinging has the bat, but uses the Seafoam green batting gloves. Evan Chadwick has a pair of those, as well as Jonathan Walsh. 2 balls and a strike from the reliever, Cade Taylor. 2-1, hits it in the air, left center field. That's going to drop down for a hit. Extra bases for Will Salahar. Rounding first, digging for 2, and he drops the anchor at second base. Leadoff double for Will Salahar. That's a big hit off the bat for Will Salahar to begin the home half of inning number 4. 1 on, nobody out. Here we go back to the top of the order of Jonathan Walsh. Medford trying to find a little bit more offense on this Sunday evening. And now, if you are the Rogues, how do you get runners across? RBI opportunity for Jonathan Walsh. First offering, scores for a bunt. Did go for it, did get a piece of it, strike 1. First baseman Max Garcia crouching in, going all the way. Now time taken. And now head coach Kevin Olmstead huddles up with Jonathan Walsh and Will Salahar. Monty Spence joins the conversation as well. This pause the action is brought to you by our good friends at Figaro's Pizza. From pizza to wings, even calzones, Figaro's Pizza has you covered. Order online at figaros.com. Come by our locations in Phoenix, Gold Hill, and our newest location in Eagle Point. Locally owned and operated, and a proud supporter of sports and your Rogues. We'll be live from Ferment and Fire tomorrow, 4:30 to 5:30 for episode 9 of Plank Talk. We're not going to give out the guest list just yet. Come out and support the Rogues and be able to ask some questions and enjoy the AC. It's going to be in the 90s tomorrow, but it's just going to be perfect. Be able to learn about some of the new Rogues. And also get a chance to win some gear. No balls at a strike after the timeout for the Rogues. Strike one pitch. Bounces downstairs. Will Salahar with a big lead at second base. Gallops back over to second base. 1 ball, 1 strike. Rogues begin a big week next week, but trying to close out this week. A couple of W's. Ball and a strike. Fastball misses low. 2 balls, 1 strike. Jonathan Walsh so far this evening, 0 for 2. Grounded out to the second baseman Kennedy to begin the first. Struck out in the second. Rogues offensively, 1 run on 6 hits. You definitely feel this team wants to get another run across. 2-1, chopper to the third base side, gobbled up by Coyote. The throw to first base, and the first baseman can't make the play. Garcia, and the ball slipped out of his mitt. It's an infield single for Jonathan Walsh, and they're going to say officially an error. E3 on the air, and the Rogues have runners at first and second. A routine play, the throw over to first base. Garcia trying to dig it out, but the ball went into the glove and then scooted out. And now the Rogues back in business. 2 on, nobody out. Here's the second baseman for Medford, Daniel Berman. 3-1 lead for the Solano Mudcats. We are in the bottom of 4. Taylor facing adversity. First pitch gets away from the catcher Boucher. Runners go, and it's double steal. Salahar to third, Jonathan Walsh second base, and that eliminates the opportunity to turn 2. Rogues offense is trying to capitalize on the misfortune of the Mudcats. Solano not having an easy time this evening, but you can definitely feel Daniel Berman ahead 1 ball and no strikes. Berman 1 for 2 so far tonight. There's some activity in that bullpen right now for the Rogues. Keep an eye on that. Larson Custer waits on deck. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch. 1-0, misses up and in. 2 balls, no strikes. Daniel Berman doubled in the first. Got all the way to second base, but could not get across. Grounded out to close out the home second. 2 balls, no strikes. 2-0, ground ball picked up by the third base Coyote. The throw over to first base, and the throw is in time. RBI ground out from Daniel Berman, drives in Will Salahar, and it's a 1-run game, 3-2 Solano. That's the first out recorded of the evening. 5-3 on the RBI ground out. Advances Jonathan Walsh to third base. Here's Larson Custer, tying run only 90 feet away from scoring. And right now, if you're the Rogues in this home 4th, you can definitely feel this team wanting to try to get more runs across. Larson steps in for his 3rd trip of the night. 1 for 2 so far in the nightcap. Lights are turned on right now. First pitch. Hits that sky high in the air, shallow left center field. That's going to be caught by the shortstop. Tagging from third base is Jonathan Walsh, and the relay throw's not there. It's a sac fly to tie the game for Larson Custer, and we're all tied up at 3 apiece. It was the shortstop Stone who made the grab. Tagging from third was Walsh, and the Rogues, in a matter of moments, have made this a whole new ball game. Solano 3, Medford 3 in the home 4th. Here's Chris Ortiz, 0 for 1 so far this evening, the DH man for the Rogues. Solano 3, Medford 3, home half of inning number 4. Game 2 of this doubleheader, final game of this 4-game set. And the Rogues right now trying to even this series up. First pitch, fastball finds the bottom third, strike 1. Infield playing deep around the horn for Solano. Strike 1 pitch. Swing to miss on the slider. So 2 runs on 1 hit, 1 error. And the Rogues offense playing the game of baseball. No balls, 2 strikes. 0-2, called strike 3 on the inside corner. Chris Ortiz down on strikes. And that closes the book on the 4th inning. But I said it earlier, 2 runs across on 1 hit, 1 error committed by Solano, and nobody left on. New ball game on this Sunday evening in the Rogue Valley. Solano 3, Medford 3. The awesome pool guy 5th inning coming up right after this. More after this on the Rogue Streaming Network. After the game is over, are you looking for more Medford Rogues content? Plank Talk is the official podcast of the Medford Rogues. Hi, this is Brian Welch, the voice of your Rogues. Join me every week as we talk with the players, front office staff, and special guests along the way. Plank Talk drops every week during the season on the same channel you watch the Rogues. We will see you for Plank Talk. As always, go Rogues. Rogue Green CN Medford Airport is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. It's the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, their banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogue Green CN Medford Airport is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogue Green CN Medford Airport at roguegreencn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay. Hungry for pizza? Figaro's Pizza has you covered. From pizza to wings and even calzones, there is something for everybody at Figaro's. Order online at figaros.com or stop by our locations in Phoenix and Gold Hill. Check out our newest location, our Take and Bake food trailer in Eagle Point. Locally owned and operated, Figaro's supports local schools and sports. Figaro's Pizza, proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Rogues from Cal State University.
We got a ball game on this Sunday evening. Solano 3, Medford 3. New pitcher in for the Rogues. It is Wyatt Green taking over from Eric Hernandez. And this pitching change is brought to you by KTVL 10, Southern Oregon's home for sports and entertainment. It is the 5th inning. That means we are brought to you by the Awesome Pool Guy. You need to replace your vinyl pool liner. Call the Awesome Pool Guy, CCB 255-795. Wyatt Green, the tall righty, works from that first base side of the rubber. First pitch fastball, escapes away from the catcher, Anthony Thomas Jr. 1 ball, no strikes. Dante Coyote leads off the inning, followed by Derek Bartram and Max Garcia. 1-0 pitch, misses upstairs, ball 2. Eric Hernandez goes 2 1/3 innings. 2-0 pitch. Fastball right down the middle. 2 balls, 1 strike. Currently going on. Green delivers a 2-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2, and the count goes square. Green saw time yesterday. 1 inning on the hill, 2 strikeouts. 2-2, breaking ball, called strike 3 on the inside corner. Wyatt Green making it look easy. First batter he sees, he strikes him out. That's a nasty pitch by Wyatt Green so far. Young man from Claremont. And we talked about Wyatt Green, 7 games so far, 9 2/3 innings. 20 strikeouts, 3 walks, 2.79 ERA, 1 win, no losses. And he leads the team in strikeouts. And Wyatt Green faces Derek Bartram, bases empty, 1 out. We are on the top half of inning number 5. That is the Awesome Pool Guy 5th inning. First pitch, fastball misses up and out, ball 1. Bartram today, 2-run homer back in the first. Grounded out to close the book on the second. 1-0, ground ball, roller foul, third base side. 1 ball, 1 strike. Wyatt Green might be one of our guests tomorrow. We'll have him on. So I was gonna show. We're not gonna reveal our guest, but I mean Wyatt Green's been a guy. He's been a lot of fun to watch so far in the Rogue Valley. 1 ball, 1 strike. Climbs back in the box is Derek Bartram. Works on that first base side and the pitch. 1-1, swing and a miss, strike two. Big hack at it for Bartram. And Wyatt Green finds himself ahead, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Lights are turned on at the ballpark. Sun is setting in Medford. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Green ready, and the pitch. 1-2, taps it in the air, first base side, foul territory. Larson Custer giving chase, looks up, and lands on the grass berm. And who gets the ball? And I think the kid with a tie-dye shirt gets the ball. We'll do it again, still 1 ball and 2 strikes. Max Garcia waits on deck for the Mudcats. 3 runs, 6 hits, 2 errors, 2 in the first, once in the second. If you're Solano, you got to find a way to chase out Wyatt Green. Green's done a pretty good job so far. Works in that first base side. Had 1 ball and 2 strikes. Green sets and fires the 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Back-to-back Ks for Wyatt Green. And Wyatt Green, the gentle giant, keeps adding to his strikeout total in 2026. Green, before he got this relief appearance, had 20 Ks, has 22 Ks into 2026. So 2 up and 2 down in the road to 5th. Here's the first baseman for the Mudcats, Max Garcia. 3-3 is our game, all tied up. This is probably the most pivotal inning right now for the Rogues defensively. Tristin Ainsworth got the start, 1 2/3 innings on the hill, gave up 3 runs. 2 1/3 innings for Eric Hernandez. First pitch, fastball misses inside, 1 ball, no strikes. Scoreless innings, no hits, no runs. Did not walk anybody or strike anybody out. 1 ball and no strikes. Wyatt Green trying to shut the door on Solano. 1-0 pitch. Breaking ball, misses outside, 2 balls, no strikes. We'll be live tomorrow from Ferment Fire in Central Point, 4:30 to 5:30, and then we'll be back at it Tuesday, 6:35 first pitch. We'll get going at 6:15 for the Awesome Pool Guy on Deck show. Game 1 of 2 against the West Coast Kings. 2-0 pitch, chopper up the middle. Charging is Jay Neugebauer, the shortstop, to throw to first in time. Hard play to track, but Jay Neugebauer handles it well. 6-3 on the ground out. And the side is retired. 1-2-3 goes Solano. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left. A couple of strikeouts for Wyatt Green, and we head to the home half of inning number 5 right after this. Jay Neugebauer, Evan Saito, Anthony Thomas Jr. due up. More of the Awesome Pool Guy 5th inning right after this. Rogues 3, Solano 3 on this Sunday evening in the Rogue Valley right here on the Rogue Streaming Network. Rogue Green CN Medford Airport is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. It's the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, their banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogue Green CN Medford Airport is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogue Green CN Medford Airport at roguegreencn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay. Looking for a place that actually feels like home? Check out Oak Ridge Estates in Phoenix, Oregon. This manufactured home community is selling brand new 3- and 4-bedroom homes with everything ready for you. A full kitchen appliance package, private carports, extra storage, and fresh landscaping all included. It is a whole vibe, pet-friendly, all ages, and packed with perks like a saltwater pool, hot tub, fitness center, playground, and clubhouse. Stop by 300 Lumen Road or call 541-535-6227 to book your tour today. Discover your place to call home at Oak Ridge Estates. We continue the Awesome Pool Guy 5th inning, home half of inning number 5 from Harry and David Field. Tight ball game between Solano and Medford at 3 apiece. My name is Brian Welch, the Rogue Streaming Network. Happy to have you aboard wherever you may be tuning in. Medford is going to be at the dish. 5, 6, and 7 due up. Jan Neugebauer leads off the inning, followed by Evan Saito and Anthony Thomas Jr. Solano calls to the bullpen for the 3rd time tonight. Ethan Perkins, 3rd arm used so far tonight, gets his warm-up tosses in right now. The righty 6'7", 200-pound righty from Cosumnes River. And this pitching change is brought to you by our good friends at KTVL 10, Southern Oregon's home for sports and entertainment. Ethan Perkins so far this season, an ERA north of 70, 72 on the dot, 2 appearances, no wins, no losses, 1 inning on the hill, gave up 6 hits, 10 runs, struck out once, walked twice, and opposing batter is hitting .545 against him in 2026. Jaden Neugebauer 0 for 2 so far this evening, settles in for his 3rd trip of the night. First pitch, fastball misses down and in, 1 ball, no strikes. It has been that type of evening so far. Rogues plating a run in the at home second, plating 2 runs in the 4th. 1 ball, no strikes. Line drive, right field, base hit. Jaden Neugebauer aboard with a leadoff single. And the leadoff man is on. That represents the go-ahead run at the dish. We'll go ahead and run at the first base. 1 on, nobody out. Here's the right fielder for Medford, Evan Saito. Solano 3, Medford 3. Final game of this 4-game set. These 2 teams see each other July 16th, 5 p.m. We'll have that for you on for the Rogue Streaming Network. Awesome Pool Guy on Deck show. That's way off in the distance. A lot of baseball to play tonight and for the rest of the month of June. Quickly glances at first base is Ethan Perkins. First pitch, scores for a bunt as Evan Saito gets it down the third base side, picks it up as Coyote, the throw to first base, throws not in time, bunt single for Evan Saito. A single from Jaden Neugebauer, a bunt single from Evan Saito, puts 2 on, nobody out in the home 5th. And the small ball works again, and Evan Saito showcasing his speed in the Rogue Valley. 2 on, nobody out. Here's Anthony Thomas Jr., 1 for 1 so far for walk tonight. Solano 3, Medford 3. This game's getting pretty good. The question is, who wants it more? Anthony Thomas Jr., the catcher tonight, settles in for his 3rd trip. Right against left, works on that first base side of the rubber is Ethan Perkins. Rocks a little bit, glances quickly at second base, fires the first pitch. First pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. Jaden Neugebauer singled to begin the inning. Evan Saito with the small ball, gets the bunt down the third base side and beats out the throw. Rogues right now offensively looking to try to capitalize. They have left the bases loaded twice this evening. Strike 1 pitch upcoming. Runner goes. Scores for a bunt, the throw to third base, and the throw is not in time. The catcher Boucher can't believe it, so the double steal works, and the Rogues are in scoring position once again. So the small ball and creating chaos on the base paths, a typical blueprint for Kevin Olmsted and the Kevin Olmsted regime, hungry for a win in the nightcap on this Sunday evening in the Rogue Valley. Infield now closes in for the Mudcats. No balls and 2 strikes, Anthony Thomas Jr. Perkins sets up on the first base side and the pitch. 0-2. Fouls it off behind the dish. We'll do it again. Anthony Thomas Jr. got the first run across for the Rogues of an RBI double in the 2nd. Drew a walk and was forced out at second base in the 3rd. Trying to raise the pitch count on the reliever, Ethan Perkins. No balls, 2 strikes, and the righty's 0-2. 0-2, misses outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. So the double steal keeps the Rogues in business, still nobody out. Definitely trading out for a run if you are the Rogues. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Fastball elevated, and the count goes square. Probably the thing is that when the Rogues are on that 4-game losing streak and also being able to snap that earlier in game 1 of the doubleheader, it was consistent at bats and being able to raise the pitch count against opposing pitchers. 2-2, misses inside of ball 3, says the home plate umpire Greg Jaquette, and the count fills. Trey Kotze waits on deck for the Rogues. Neugebauer at third, at Saito at second base. Infield still closed in for the Solano Mudcats. 3-2 home. 3-2, misses outside ball 4. Anthony Thomas Jr. takes first, and he loads the bases with a walk. So bases loaded, nobody out. We are the bottom of 5. Jay Nugebauer got aboard with a leadoff single. Evan Settle with a bunt single. Anthony Thomas Jr. with the walk. And Trey Kotze with an RBI opportunity. 1 for 2 so far this evening. Solano 3, Medford 3 on the Sunday evening in the Rogue Valley. Trey Kotze, the San Diego native, gets back into the box for his 3rd trip of the evening. Trey Kotze's dad's listening. First pitch. Fastball misses inside, 1 ball, no strikes. And talking to Trey a little bit during batting practice before game 1 of the doubleheader, I said, "Want me to give your dad a shout out for Happy Father's Day?" He said, "Yes, he might be listening tonight." 1-0 pitch, hits that in the air, foul down the first base side. 1 ball, 1 strike. Rogues have been in this situation before. The question is, how do they get runners across? Left the bases loaded in the 3rd. Left bases loaded in the 2nd inning as well. 1 ball and a strike. And the pitch. 1-1 hits it sky high down the first base side. Goes out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Especially in the game of baseball, you can definitely trade it out for a run. Trey Kotze trying to change this game. Bases loaded, and the pitch. 1-2, chop to the left side, takes it as Stone, can't make the play. 1 runs in, rounding 3rd, racing towards home is Evan Saito. He scores standing up. Rogues take the lead away. Trey Kotze with a huge play. The San Diego native of 1 swing of the bat makes it a 5-3 lead for Medford. And now this Rogue squad can definitely find a way to capitalize, and you definitely like the offensive productivity. Bases, runners at 1st and 2nd now, 5-3 Medford. We are in the Ossipol Guy 5th inning. Here's Will Salohar, 2 for 2, scores for a bunt, misses downstairs. 1 ball, no strikes, still nobody out in the home half of inning number 5. You think about how this game has gone on so far. Medford trying to get this one across the finish line. And it's been gritty games, and tonight has been a gritty game so far. Perkins trying to close the book. Well, it's been tough. Salohar had 1 ball and no strikes. Scores for a bunt, pulls it back, misses outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Jay Nugebauer led off the inning with a single. Evan Saito with a bunt single with the small ball. Anthony Thomas Jr. drawing a walk after the double steal. And Trey Kotze drive it in 2 and reaching with the air. 2-0, gets the bunt down the 3rd base side and trails foul. 2 balls, 1 strike. 5 runs, 8 hits, no errors for the Rogues currently in a 2-run inning. Scores for a bunt, the 2-1, misses inside, 3 balls, 1 strike. Thomas Jr. at 2nd base, Trey Kotze at 1st, 3 balls and a strike. Scores for a bunt, misses outside of ball 4. Will Salohar takes 1st, and the bases are loaded. And there's a little bit of activity in that Solano Mudcats bullpen. Bases loaded, nobody out. We go back to the top of the order with Jonathan Walsh. Medford leading by 2, 5-3 against Solano. And the Rogues right now can definitely taste an opportunity to get runners across. Righty Ethan Perkins has not had the best inning so far. Came out of the bullpen in this inning. First pitch, fastball finds the outside corner, strike 1. 4th at bat for Jonathan Walsh so far this evening. 0 for 2 with an error. Thomas Jr. at third base, Trey Kotze at second base, Will Salahar at first. Strike one pitch, lifted foul down the first base side. And it goes out of play. Quickly in the hole, no balls and 2 strikes is Walsh. Fastball misses low, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Jonathan Walsh grounded out to the second baseman Kennedy in the first, struck out in the second, reached on air and scored in the fourth. 1-2. Check swing, called strike 3 on the top third. Jonathan Walsh not happy about that strikeout call. He is going back to the dugout. First out recorded for the reliever, Ethan Perkins. Third arm used so far this evening. Medford 5, Solano 3. Rogue still covering all the bags. Daniel Berman, 1 for 3. First pitch, fastball misses outside, 1 ball, no strikes. One ball, no strikes, and the pitch. Misses inside at 2 balls, no strikes. Daniel Berman doubled in the first, got all the way to second base. Two balls, no strikes. 2-0, hits it in the air, right field, tracking it down as a right fielder. Kopp tagging from third, speeding towards home is Anthony Thomas Jr. The play at the plate, the ball gets past the catcher Boucher. That's a sac fly off the bat of Daniel Berman. It's a 3-spot put up by the Rogues. It's a 6-3 lead for Medford. So a sac fly from Daniel Berman drives in Anthony Thomas Jr. Runners at first and second, 2 outs. We are in the bottom of 5. Here's Larson Custer. So far this evening have capitalized and they played the game of baseball well. First pitch, misses low, 1 ball, no strikes. Larson today 1 for 3 has a sac fly under his belt, a single, and popped out to the second baseman Kennedy in the first. Larson looking for more on this Sunday evening. 1-0. Swing and a miss, good slider. 1 ball, 1 strike. One ball, no strikes. 1-0, chopper to the first base, and it goes out. It goes foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Rogues capitalizing, putting 3 runs in this inning. One, 2, misses outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Now deuces are wild in the home 5th. Rogues looking for more. A run in the second, 2 runs in the 4th. 3 runs already across in this inning. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2. Fastball escapes away from the catcher Boucher. Running to second and third is Trey Kotze and Will Salahar. So the double steal works, and the Rogues are still in business, and the count fills. Larson Custer looking for a big pitch. Nobody active in the Solano bullpen. There's somebody moving. There's a couple of people moving around, but nobody's throwing. Trey Kotze at third base. Will Salahar at second. Larson Custer trying to make it another big inning for the Rogues. 3-2. Hits that in the air, clubs it right field, tracking it down is Kopp. That's going to drop down for a hit. 1 run's in, 2 runs are in. Larson Custer gets back over to first base, a 2-run single. The right fielder Kopp lost it in the lights, and the Rogues make it a 5-spot in the inning. 8-3 Medford. Larson got the pitch he wanted. He took it for a ride. If that's in the daytime, that's a definite out. But a 2-run single from Larson Custer makes it an 8-3 lead for the Rogues. And if you are Solano, when is it time to get the find a way to get a new guy into the pen. So Jackson Rosenthal pinch runs for Larson Custer.
For the Rogues at first base, a homegrown Rogue from Ashland and Hawaii Pacific University.
So Jackson Rosenthal takes over base running at first base. 1 on, 2 outs. Here's Chris Ortiz. And not really many people moving in that Solano bullpen. Rogues trying to capitalize. Currently putting up a crooked number in the home half of inning number 5. Medford 8, Solano 3. Here is Chris Ortiz, the 9th batter in this inning. Top of the guy who led off the inning, Jan Neugebauer, waits on deck. First pitch, fouls it off to the screen at strike 1. Chris Ortiz tonight, 0 for 2 with a walk. Climbs back in. Small lead for Jackson Rosenthal at first base. Garcia holding the runner. No balls, 1 strike. And the pitch, runner goes. Strike 1 pitch, misses inside the throw. Over to second base, ball bounces away. And it's a stolen base for Jackson Rosenthal. It was a strike, and the count goes no balls and 2 strikes now. Rogues have capitalized on creating chaos on the base paths and playing the game of baseball and having fun. That's probably the most important part. Rogues are having fun currently. No balls and 2 strikes to Chris Ortiz, who drew a walk back in the 3rd inning. 0-2. Fastball misses outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ortiz grounded out to the shortstop Stone in the 1st, struck out in the 4th. Still behind, 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1-2. Misses down and in, and the count goes square. Five runs across. Hits that bouncing foul down the third base side. Will do it again. Still 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Everybody clap your hands.
5 runs on 3 hits. Couple of errors. Jackson Rosenthal at second base, trying to provide a little bit more offense. Big lead for Rosenthal. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Perkins ready, and the pitch. 2-2. Hits it in the air. Left center field. Going back is Torres. Torres can't track that one down. Bounces over the wall. It's a ground rule double. And Chris Ortiz drives in Jackson Rosenthal. So a ground rule double from Chris Ortiz makes it a 9-3 lead for Medford. And the Rogues offense coming alive in the nightcap. And another huge at-bat and another huge inning. And the Rogues are cruising.
Now batting the shortstop, number 6, Jaden Neugebauer.
There's Jaden Neugebauer, guy who led off the inning. First pitch, misses outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Think about how this team has played this week. 4-game losing streak. Got snapped earlier today. Just 1-0. Line drive, right center field, base hit. Rounding third, racing towards home is Chris Ortiz. He scores standing up. RBI single for Jaden Neugebauer. The Rogues lead by a touchdown at 10-3 against Solano. And the Rogues offense having a clinic on this Sunday evening. And now the Solano skipper walks out of the dugout. And Solano with 2 outs. Ethan Perkins trying to keep himself in the game. The whole infield huddles up. Pause the action, brought to you by our good friends, the Awesome Pool Guy. If your pool or hot tub need repairs, call the Awesome Pool Guy, CCB 255-795. Medford 10, Solano 3. Happy to have you aboard wherever you may be tuning in on the Rogue Streaming Network on this Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to all the parents, all the dads listening on the Rogue Streaming Network. And it's a whole conversation in the infield. Touchdown lead for the Rogues. And the lengthy conversation concludes. And we go back to work once again. Rogues right now playing some good baseball. And that also preserves Eric Hernandez if you keep Eric Hernandez in for the 6th inning. So the 11th batter in this inning stands in, Evan Saito. Bunt single earlier in this inning. Goes to work now, 2 outs. First pitch, runner goes. Line drive right to the third baseman, Coyote. And the inning comes to a close. But it's a 7 spot put up by the Rogues, a crooked number in the home half of inning number 5. 1 run. 1 on 7 runs on 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 hits, no errors, one error committed, and more importantly, 1 left. Jay Nugelbauer left on at first base. My apologies. We wrapped up the Ossipol guy wrapped up the Ossipol guy 5th inning, but Wyatt Green heads out to the hill. Wyatt Green begins his 2nd inning on the hill. We'll talk about him a little bit later on. Medford leading by a touchdown, 10-3 against Solano. More after this on the Rogue Streaming Network. After the game is over, are you looking for more Medford Rogues content? Plank Talk is the official podcast of the Medford Rogues. Hi, this is Brian Welch, the voice of your Rogues. Join me every week as we talk with the players, front office staff, and special guests along the way. Plank Talk drops every week during the season on the same channel you watch the Rogues. We will see you for Plank Talk. As always, go Rogues. Green CN Medford Airport is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. It's the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, their banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Green CN Medford Airport is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Green CN Medford Airport at rogreencn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay. Hungry for pizza? Figaro's Pizza has you covered. From pizza to wings and even calzones, there is something for everybody at Figaro's. Order online at figaros.com or stop by our locations in Phoenix and Gold Hill. Check out our newest location, our Take and Bake food trailer in Eagle Point. Locally owned and operated, Figaro supports local schools and sports. Figaro's Pizza, proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. Medford in the driver's seat, top half of inning number 6 from Harry and David Field. It's a 10-3 lead for the Rogues against the Solano Mudcats. My name is Brian Welch of the Rogue Streaming Network. Happy to have you aboard wherever you may be tuning in. Made the mistake. Wyatt Green stays on the hill to start off the top half of inning number 6. 1 inning in the book for him. 3 pitchers used so far this evening for the Rogues. And Wyatt Green faces 6, 7, 8 in the Solano Mudcats order. Theo Kopp leads off the inning, followed by Raphael Hall. And Bryce Boucher, first pitch, finds the outside third, strike 1. Rogues putting up a crooked number in the home half of inning number 5. Putting up a 7 spot, swing and a miss, strike 2. Wyatt Green having his moments on the hill tonight. Pair of strikeouts, leads the team of 22 strikeouts in the season. No balls and 2 strikes. Line drive, back up the middle, center field, base hit for Theo Kopp. And Theo Kopp's aboard with a leadoff single. On, nobody out. It is the 7-hitter, Raphael Hall. 1 for 2 so far tonight. 10-3 lead for Medford. We are in the top of 6. Pair of 7-inning games today. Rogues right now trying to keep their winning ways going. Green glances over at first base. Kopp with a short lead. Jackson Rosenthal holding the runner. First pitch. Fastball misses upstairs. 1 ball, no strikes. Defensive changes for the Rogues in the infield, in the corner infield to be exact. Nolan Donovan at third base. Jackson Rosenthal at first base. Lefty Raphael Hall, 1 for 2 so far tonight. 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch. 1-0. Breaking ball misses outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Rogues have had their opportunities, and the Rogues have definitely cashed in on those opportunities. more importantly, in game 2 of this doubleheader. 2 balls, no strikes, and the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1, a good slider by Wyatt Green. Hall singled and scored in the second, popped down to the third baseman, Trey Kotze in the third. Solano will leave tomorrow. Green glances at first base. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Another slider, and the count goes square. Mudcats next week. They see the Lincoln Potters on Wednesday at home. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-2, and he hits the batter. Raphael Hall takes first. So a single from Kopp and a hit by pitch for Hall puts 2 on, nobody out. Rams right now trying to get that first out of the inning. We are on the top of 6, 10-3 lead for Medford. Here's Bruce Boucher. 0 for 1 so far, full hit by pitch. Flied out to center field in the second to Will Salahar. And now Raphael Hall trying to catch his breath at first base. Takes on, puts the sliding mid on his hand. Two on, nobody out. We are in the top of 6. Bruce Boucher trying to provide a little bit of offense for the Mudcats. This 7-run lead for the Medford Rogues. First offering from Wyatt Green. First pitch, misses outside at 1 ball, no strikes. Our next broadcast at the ballpark, Tuesday night, 6:35. We'll get going at 6:15 for the Awesome Pool Guy on Deck show. 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch. 1-0, fastball, swing and a miss, strike 1. Boucher tonight, fly to out to center field in the second, hit by pitch in the fourth. Got the second base, but was left stranded. Rogues so far have done a pretty good job trying to keep the offense at bay. Solano only scoring twice in the first, once in the second. 1 ball to strike. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Good fastball. That fastball's been lethal so far tonight for Wyatt Green. Green sets up on that first base side of the rubber. Young man from Cal State San Bernardino. Righty Bruce Boucher climbs back in. Behind 1 ball and 2 strikes. Green glances at second base at Kopp and the 1-2. Fastball misses outside at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Just a pitcher perfect evening at the ballpark. Two balls, 2 strikes, the pitch. 2-2, hits that in the air, flares it out right field, tracking it down as Jackson Rosenthal can't make the play, throws it over to second base and gets the out. And Raphael Hall forced out at second base. Jackson Rosenthal nearly collided with Daniel Berman, and Bruce Boucher reached on a fielder's choice. So Theo Kopp goes to third base. First out recorded, puts runners at the corners now. And head coach Kevin Olmstead takes the ball away from Wyatt Green. Liked what he did so far. And Wyatt Green heads to the dugout. We have a new pitcher to tell you who he is when we come right back after this. It's the Zookeeper. Pitching changes this season brought to you by our good friends KTVL 10. Some of the Oregon's home for sports and entertainment. 10-3 lead for Medford. More after this on the Rogue Streaming Network. Green CN Medford Airport is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues Baseball. It's the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, their banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Green CN Medford Airport is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Green CN Medford Airport at rogreencn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay. Looking for a place that actually feels like home? Check out Oak Ridge Estates in Phoenix, Oregon. This manufactured home community is selling brand new 3 and 4 bedroom homes with everything ready for you. A full kitchen appliance package, private carports, extra storage, and fresh landscaping all included. It is a whole vibe, pet friendly, all ages, and packed with perks like a saltwater pool, hot tub, fitness center, playground, and clubhouse. Stop by 300 Lumen Road or call 541-535-6227 to book your tour today. Discover your place to call home at Oak Ridge Estates. Runners at the corners, 1 out. Top half of inning number 6 from Harry and David Field. 10-3 lead for the Medford Rogues against the Solano Mudcats. Brian Welch back with you on the Rogue Streamer Network. And it is Caleb Randolph getting his warm-up tosses in. And it's the 4th arm use so far this evening. We are brought to you by tonight and all season long brought to you by KTVL 10th, the Oregon's home for sports and entertainment. And the zookeeper from Central Point gets ready to go to work, faces the center fielder Joseph Torres, 1 for 2 tonight in the nightcap and the doubleheader. Rogues can definitely turn 2 to get out of the inning. And Caleb Randolph, the closer for the Rogues, looks to shut the door on the Mudcats. Throws over to first base, chases back the runner Bruce Boucher. Still waiting for the first pitch. Theo Kopp reached on, got aboard of a single. Raphael Hall got aboard of a hit by pitch. Bouncer on a fielder's choice. It was a bloop into right field, and it was Daniel Berman and Jackson Rosenthal almost colliding. First pitch fastball misses outside of 1 ball, no strikes. Jackson Rosenthal at first base, but Caleb Randolph. 5 games so far, 5 2/3 innings pitched, 9 strikeouts, 4 walks. An ERA of 0. 1-0. Fastball misses inside, 2 balls, no strikes. Good frame job by Anthony Thomas Jr. 2 balls, no strikes. Runners at the corners. Caleb inherits with Kopp at third base, Boucher at first base. 2 balls, no strikes. Randolph sets and the 2-0. 2-0 hits it in the air, clubs it to right field, and it just bounces foul. Strike 1. Now Caleb Randolph trying to provide a little bit more stability on with the pitching staff. 2 balls, 1 strike, and the pitch. 2-1, fastball, swing and a miss, strike 2, and the count goes square. Right against left, works on that first base side of the rubber. 2 balls, 2 strikes, the pitch. 2-2, hits that in the air. Center field tracking it down as Will Salahar makes the grab. Tagging from third is Theo Kopp. And the relay throw is almost there. But a sac fly by Joseph Torres drives in the first run since the second inning for the Solano Mudcats. 10-4 Medford. We are at the top of 6. Going on, 2 outs. And that run is the first run given up by Caleb Randolph this season. Back to the top of the order of Ben Kennedy. 1 on, 2 outs. 2 for 3 so far this evening. First pitch, misses low for breaking ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Kennedy singled and scored in the first. Singled in the second. Got the second base, was left stranded there. Popped out to the shortstop, Jaden Neugebauer, in the 4th inning. Randolph works on the first base side of the rubber. Waits. And the pitch. Hits that sky high in the air. Tracking it down is Evan Saito. Saito makes the one-hand grab for out number 3. And the side is retired. 1 run comes across on 1 hit, no errors, but 1 left. Bruce Boucher left on at first base. We head to the home half of inning number 6 right after this. Anthony Thomas Jr., Trey Kotze, and Will Salohar do up. That's actually going to be, that is Nolan Donovan in the 8th spot, but the Rogues right now in the driver's seat, 10-4 Medford. More after this on the Rogue Streaming Network. Looking to buy or sell in the Rogue Valley? David Case of Windermere Realty has you covered. Windermere Realty has been serving the Rogue Valley for over 30 years. David, a proud husband and father, has been a broker in the Rogue Valley for almost a decade. From residential and rural to commercial, David can handle it all. Contact David Case if you're looking to buy or sell at 541-944-9330. Windermere Realty and David Case, proud supporters of Medford Rogues Baseball.
Discover the Life Plan community in the heart of the Rogue Valley. Here, your days are filled with opportunities to express yourself, engage your mind and body, and share your life with great new friends. You can connect, grow, and thrive. Our hilltop location is near world-class vineyards, the Oregon Shakespeare Festival, and the Brit Music and Arts Festival. Rogue Valley Manor, Southern Oregon's premier Life Plan community.
It's a 10-4 lead for Medford against Solano. Bottom half of inning number 6. New pitcher in for the Mudcats. It's Caden Winton. This pitching change brought to you by our good friends KTVL 10, Southern Oregon's home for sports and entertainment. Rogues go to the dish for the final time in this doubleheader, but you're going to get a couple more runs across. Anthony Thomas Jr. leads off the inning, followed by Nolan Donovan and Will Salohar. 10 runs, 11 hits, no errors for the Rogues. 4 runs, 7 hits, 3 errors for Solano. Anthony Thomas Jr. handling the catching today. 1 for 1 of a pair of walks. Steps in for his 4th trip of the evening. Caden Winton takes over from Ethan Perkins. 4th arm used as well, so a total of 8 pitchers in total in game 2 of the doubleheader. First pitch, ground ball to left side, charging in as the shortstop Stone gloves it, the throw to first base, and the throw's dug out in time by the first baseman Garcia. 6-3 on the ground out for the first out of the inning. 1 pitch, 1 out to begin the home half of inning number 6. Here is the new third baseman for the Rogues. Nolan Donovan gets his first at-bat, replacing Trey Kotze. This is a very interesting one so far. Rogues leading 10-4 against Solano. And the Rogues trying to capitalize on the momentum from that Game 1 win in the early part of today. Just kind of feels like just been last couple of games, not including today. The Rogues have just struggled, but it's good to see the Rogues have some fun. First pitch to Nolan Donovan. The fastball misses up and out. 1 ball, no strikes. Donovan so far this season, 105 hitter. Donovan had a strikeout, struck out in the last at-bat in the 1-0 pitch. Misses low. 2 balls, no strikes in Game 1 earlier today. Rogues on a 4-game losing streak until that was snapped earlier today. 2 balls, no strikes, and the pitch. 2-0. Fastball finds the outside corner, strike 1. Great conversation with Nolan Donovan earlier yesterday. 2-1 home. Bounces away from the catcher, Boucher. 3 balls, 1 strike. It's very interesting how the Rogues handle the adversity. Rogues on that 4-game losing streak found a lot about themselves. That is how the coaching staff talked about. 3-1, misses down and out, ball 4. 1 out walk for Nolan Donovan. He takes first, and the Rogues have a base runner on. 1 on, 1 out. It is a new batter. It is Evan Chadwick. Replacing Will Salohar, the 9 spot.
Number 25, Evan Chadwick.
Here's Evan Chadwick for his first at-bat in the doubleheader. Gets ready to go to work now. So Evan Chadwick gets to go to work now. The righty faces Caden Winton. Caden Winton this season. First offering. Fastball, swing and a miss, strike one. Evan Chadwick at the dish. 188 hitter so far this season. No home runs. 2 runs batted in so far in 2026. No balls and a strike. Fastball bounces away from the catcher Boucher. Running to second base is Nolan Donovan, and he eliminates the opportunity to turn 2. It's heads up base running by Nolan Donovan. 1 ball, 1 strike. So if the result stands, Rogues will be 2-2. 1-1, swing and a miss on a slider. 1 ball, 2 strikes. But you don't want to count the chickens before they hatch. Next week will be a very tough week. 2 games set against the West Coast Kings Tuesday and Wednesday. Day off on Thursday. And then Friday begins the first of a 3-game set against the Healdsburg Prune Packers. 1-2. And he's hit by the pitch. Evan Chadwick takes first. So a walk from Nolan Donovan, a hit by pitch by Evan Chadwick. We go back to the top of the order with Jonathan Walsh. 10-4 lead for Medford. We're on the bottom of 6. Rogues right now have had their opportunities and their moments in cashing in runs. A 7 spot put up in the 5th inning, putting up that crooked number. And the Rogues right now trying to make this a great Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to all the dads listening on the Rogue Streaming Network. It's been a great day so far talking about the lessons. First pitch, fastball misses up and in, ball 1, and also giving out a lot of shout-outs. I know my dad's listening right now. Happy Father's Day, Dad. I sent him a text, and I called him personally. 1-0 pitch, finds the outside third. 1 ball, 1 strike. Jonathan Walsh tonight struck out a pair of times in the 2nd and the 5th. Grounded out to the second baseman Kennedy. Reached on an error and scored in the 4th inning. 1 ball and a strike. Chops it foul. Third base side, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Don't forget, we'll be live from Ferment and Fire tomorrow, 4:30 to 5:30. I have that for you on the Rogue Streaming Network. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a blast at Ferment and Fire. I had a blast last week. Great, had a lot of great guests on. Great people were there. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Witten sets. Glances at Donovan at second base. The 1-2. Chopper to the left side, and it goes foul. We'll do it again. One, 2. Hits that in the air, sky high, shallow right field, tracking it down as Garcia. Foul territory, makes the one-hand grab for out number 2. Walsh pops out to the first baseman, Garcia. 2 on, 2 outs. We are on the bottom of 6. Here is the second baseman, Daniel Berman. 10-4 lead for Medford. Final game of this 4-game set. But you are liking what the Rogues have done so far. The game of baseball, the overall theme today, getting runners across, playing the small ball, getting the sacrifice fly to get runners in. The Rogues have done that, and the Rogues have bought in. They don't want to be a part of a 4-game losing streak. First pitch, fouls it off right side is Daniel Berman. No balls, 1 strike. Berman today doubled in the first. Left stranded at second base. Ground out to close the book on the 2nd inning. RBI ground out in the 4th with a 5-3 ground out and a sac fly in the 5th inning. Nolan Donovan dancing around at second base. Big lead for him. Strike 1 pitch. Hits down in the air, sprays it foul down the first base side. It goes out of play, or hits the net rather. In the hole, no balls and 2 strikes. Let's take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard. Brought to you by Kramer Cabinets. A couple of games already in the books. Lincoln wins 14-5 against Marysville. Healdsburg holds on to take down the California Tigers 4-3. And the Stockton Pearls And the Crabs duking it out, a walk-off grand slam. 0-2 pitch, hits down the air, over the head of the shortstop Stone. Rounding third, racing towards home. The relay throw is not there. RBI single for Daniel Berman. It's a touchdown lead for the Rogues. And the Rogues can definitely put a cherry on top of this ice cream sundae. 11-4 Medford. Runners at the corners, 2 outs, bottom half of inning number 6. Rogues right now offensively trying to capitalize, and they have capitalized well. Jackson Rosenthal gets his first at-bat, replacing Larson Custer. The Ashland native stands in, ready to go to work, and the first pitch comes home. First pitch, ground ball, right field, base hit. 1 run's easily in. Evan Chadwick's score staying up. RBI single for Jackson Rosenthal. So the Rogues now trying to keep the offense moving. A 2-spot put up in the inning, which runners at first and second. 12-4 Medford. And here's Bo Blake in the DH role. So 2 on, 2 outs. 12-4 lead for Medford in the bottom half of inning number 6. Here's Bo Blake replacing Chris Ortiz. Bo Blake got the start at shortstop, was pulled. So he gets ready to go to work now. So Bo Blake settles in, 2 on, 2 outs. Question is, do they give the nod to Caleb Randolph to get this one across in the 7th inning? First pitch, misses low. 1 ball, no strikes. Rogues send 11 guys in the 5th inning, plating 7 runs. Rogues getting closer and closer to that in the bottom half of inning number 6. And a pair of double headers, you never know what to expect. And you always hear what head coach Kevin Olmstead has to say. 1-0 pitch. Swings at the slider, turns around. As Boucher did not know what the ball was. Did swing at it. Did not swing at it, says the home plate umpire Greg Jaquette. 2 balls and no strikes. But a doubleheader in a pair of 7-inning games takes 2 innings away from you. So you have to feel the urgency to get runners across early. Got to find ways to score. And the Rogues have answered. 2-0 pitch, misses down and out. 3 balls, no strikes. Three balls, no strikes. Witten waits, and the pitch. 3-0, fastball, misses upstairs for ball 4. Bo Blake takes first, 2-out base runner on to load the bases. Berman to third, Rosenthal to second. And now Bo Blake to first base. Base is loaded. 2 outs. Here's Dave Neugebauer. Neugebauer tonight 2 for 4 at the dish. Trying to provide a little bit more of an offensive fireworks show. Rogues going to try to put a cherry on top of this Father's Day evening in the Rogue Valley. First offer at home. First pitch. Misses up and out. 1 ball. No strikes. This will be a very interesting meeting when these 2 squads see each other on July 16th at 5 p.m. in California. 1-0 pitch, misses down and in. 2 balls, no strikes. Two-0 from Winton. 2-0, misses down and out. 3 balls, no strikes. And you think about that turning point in the game. You look at that 5th inning, 7 runs across. You like that if you're the Rogues. And refreshing to see the offense come alive. 3-0, fastball, lasers in on the outer third, strike 1. Jaden thought that was ball 4, about to throw the bat to the third base dugout. Evan Saito waits on deck. We are in the bottom half of inning number 6. Bases loaded for the Rogues. Berman at third base, Rosenthal at second base, Bo Blake at first base. 3-1 home. 3-1, chopper to the right side, takes it on hop as Kennedy scoops it up, underhands it over to first base. 4-3 on the ground out for the third and final out of the inning. And the inning comes to a close. 2 runs come across on 2 hits. No errors, but the Rogues leave the bases loaded. We have played 6 in the Rogue Valley. It's a 12-4 lead for the Rogues. Final call for the Mudcats, and we come right back after this on this Father's Day evening in the Rogue Valley. More after this on the Rogue Streaming Network.
Planning to move? Choose Pods, the most awarded container moving company. Whether you're moving across town or across the country, Pods brings the container to you. Keep it as long as you like and pack at your own pace. When you're ready, we'll take it to your new home or store it at a secure Pod storage center until you need it. And best of all, you don't have to do the driving. Trust Pods with your next move. Book at pods.com today.
Looking for a place that actually feels like home? Check out Oak Ridge Estates in Phoenix, Oregon. This manufactured home community is selling brand new 3- and 4-bedroom homes with everything ready for you. A full kitchen appliance package, private carports, extra storage, and fresh landscaping all included. It is a whole vibe, pet-friendly, all ages, and packed with perks like a saltwater pool, hot tub, fitness center, playground, and clubhouse. Stop by 300 Lumen Road or call 541-535-6227 to book your tour today. Discover your place to call home at Oak Ridge Estates. Final call for the Solano Mudcats in the top half of inning number 7, 12-4 lead for the Medford Rogues. And Dez Ralls gets an opportunity to shut the door on the Solano Mudcats. This pitching change tonight and all season long brought to you by KTVL 10, Southern Oregon's home for sports and entertainment. It is a new second baseman and shortstop. Travis Finney is at second base. Daniel Berman is at shortstop. Outfield stays the same. Here's Brandon Stone, the righty, facing Dez Ralls. We'll get you Dez's numbers. First pitch fastball elevated, 1 ball, no strikes. Dez made the announcement he's going to be going to Lassen College. And Dez, this season, 5 games, 4 and a third innings pitched. 1-0, misses upstairs, 2 balls, no strikes. 6 strikeouts, 7 walks, ERA 6.24. No wins, no losses, no saves. 2 balls and no strikes. 2-0, misses outside, 3 balls, no strikes. Brandon Stone so far this evening, 0 for 3 so far. Struck out in the first, flied out to center field to Salahar, flied out again to Salahar in the 4th inning. And now time taken by home plate umpire Greg Jacquette. Go back to work once again, 3 balls and no strikes. 3-0. Fastball misses down and out, ball 4, and Brandon Stone takes first on it, 4 pitches. So lead off walk for Stone, 1 on, nobody out. We are in the top of 7. Here is the third baseman, Dante Ciotti. 0 for 2 with a walk tonight. Rogues can definitely turn 2. Daniel Berman and Travis Finney, the middle infielders, definitely thinking of turning 2. It's been a long day at the ballpark. First pitch, fastball finds the inside corner, strike 1. So it's Christian Rambo replacing Ciotti. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Quickly in the hole, no balls and 2 strikes. Rambo has been in this series. Rambo pitched, 0-2 pitch, called strike 3 on the outside corner. Rambo down on strikes. First strikeout for Dez Ralls this evening. Brandon Stone still second to base, to eliminate the opportunity to turn 2. 1 down, 2 to go in the 7th inning. So stay tuned for the Rogues postgame show. Get a chance to break down the highlights. Get a chance to pick our player of the game. Get you ready for Tuesday night. Rogues take on the West Coast Kings. Get you ready for tomorrow as well. We'll be live from Ferment and Fire in Central Point. First pitch, fastball misses inside at 1 ball, no strikes. Brought it up yesterday. Today's games were the definite games of the year for the Rogues. 1 ball, no strikes. Swing and a miss, good off speed. Strike 1. And the Rogues answering the call. Brandon Stone at second base, medium-sized lead. 1 ball and a strike. Ground ball, fouls it off rather behind the dish. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And tonight, you think about game 1, a complete game for Herman Luna on the hill, preserving the pitching staff for game 2. 5 arms used tonight. Dez Ralls with the opportunity to shut the door on the Mudcats. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch. 1-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. Back-to-back Ks for Dez Ralls. 2 down, 1 to go in the 7th. So 1 on, 2 outs, top of 7. Brandon Stone still at second base. Here's the first baseman, Max Garcia.
The first baseman, number 5, Max Garcia.
12-4 lead for the Medford Rogues against the Solano Mudcats. And this Rogue squad answering the call. First one. Fastball misses outside at 1 ball, no strikes. Infield playing deep around the horn, outfield playing deep and straight away. Will Salahar, couple of steps into right center. 1 ball, no strikes. Misses outside at 2 balls, no strikes. Once again, stay tuned for the Rogues post-game show. Get a chance to go through the highlights, get a chance to pick our player of the game, and get you on your way on this Father's Day. Hope you got Dad something cool. 2 balls, no strikes. 2-0. Fastball misses upstairs. 3 balls, no strikes. Max Garcia this evening singled in the first, was left stranded at first base, flied out to center fielder Will Salahar, grounded out to the shortstop Jay Neugebauer in the 5th. Wind picking it, just blowing softly on a pitcher perfect. It was pitcher perfect evening. 3-0 pitch misses outside, ball 4. Max Garcia takes first, 2 out base runner on for the Mudcats. Second walk issued by Dez Ralls. 2 on, 2 outs. We are on the top of 7. It's a 12-4 lead for Medford. And Max Garcia taking is walking to first base slowly, and he hands the protective gear to his first base coach. Final hope for the Mudcats. Theo Kopp goes to work now. Works from that third base side as Dez Ralls. First pitch misses upstairs. 1 ball, no strikes. And what a night in the Rogue Valley. 1-0, fouls it off. Strike 1. And what a night so far. The Rogues answering the call, the game of the year. Talked about it yesterday. Ralls sets up on that third base side of the rubber. 1-1. Hits a hammering shot, and that is going to go into the corner off the top of the wall. 1 run is easily in. Rounding third, racing towards home is Garcia. He scores standing up. It's a 2-run double, and now it's a 12-6 lead for Medford. Solano not going away quietly. All of 2 outs. The Mudcats want to make their mark in the Rogue Valley.
Now batting the left fielder, number 6, Raphael Hall.
So a 2-run double from Kopp brings in Raphael Hall, the left fielder for Solano. 12-6 lead for the Rogues. We're on the top of 7. Dez Ralls trying to get this one across the finish line. Sets up on that third base side of the rubber. First pitch. Slider clips that outer third, strike 1. Rogues tonight answering the call. Playing the game of baseball. No balls and a strike. This is low. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 ball and a strike. 1-1, fastball elevated. 2 balls, 1 strike. Rogues in that dugout on the third base side, waiting to greet Dez Ralls and company. 2 balls and a strike to the lefty. 2-1, fouls it off left side, and the Mudcats are down to their final strike. Hall, 1 for 2 with a hit by pitch, singled and scored in the second. Popped out to the third baseman Katse in the third. The lefty down to his final strike. Dez Ralls sets up on the third base side. 2 balls, 2 strikes, the pitch. 2-2, ground ball, slow roller toward short, picked up by Daniel Berman. The throw to first base in time for out number 3. Medford evens up the series, and they win 12-6 against Solano. 12 runs, 13 hits, no errors for the Rogues. 6 runs, 8 hits, and 3 errors for Solano. Rogues improved to 2-2 in Pacific Empire League action, 13-5 overall this season. And the Mudcats dropped to 9-3 overall and 4-2 in PEL play. Hope you can stay tuned for the Rogues postgame show. It's coming up right after the break. Medford and Solano split the 4-game set, and the Rogues salvage the weekend series. More after this on the Rogues Streaming Network. Looking for a place that actually feels like home? Check out Oak Ridge Estates in Phoenix, Oregon. This manufactured home community is selling brand new 3- and 4-bedroom homes with everything ready for you. A full kitchen appliance package, private carports, extra storage, and fresh landscaping all included. It is a whole vibe, pet-friendly, all ages, and packed with perks like a saltwater pool, hot tub, fitness center, playground, and clubhouse. Stop by 300 Lumen Road or call 541-535-6227 to book your tour today. Discover your place to call home at Oak Ridge Estates. Hungry for pizza? Figaro's Pizza has you covered. From pizza to wings and even calzones, there is something for everybody at Figaro's. Order online at figaros.com or stop by our locations in Phoenix and Gold Hill. Check out our newest location, our Take and Bake food trailer in Eagle Point. Locally owned and operated, Figaro's supports local schools and sports. Figaro's Pizza, proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. Looking to buy or sell in the Rogue Valley? David Case of Windermere Realty has you covered. Windermere Realty has been serving the Rogue Valley for over 30 years. David, a proud husband and father, has been a broker in the Rogue Valley for almost a decade. From residential and rural to commercial, David can handle it all. Contact David Case if you're looking to buy or sell at 541-944-9330. Windermere Realty and David Case, proud supporters of Medford Rogues baseball. Green CN Medford Airport is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. It's the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, their banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Green CN Medford Airport is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Green CN Medford Airport at rogreencn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay.
Planning to move? Choose Pods, the most awarded container moving company. Whether you're moving across town or across the country, Pods brings the container to you. Keep it as long as you like and pack at your own pace. When you're ready, we'll take it to your new home or store it at a secure pod storage center until you need it. And best of all, you don't have to do the driving. Trust Pods with your next move. Book at pods.com today.
Discover the Life Plan community in the heart of the Rogue Valley. Here, your days are filled with opportunities to express yourself, engage your mind and body, and share your life with great new friends. You can connect, grow, and thrive. Our Hilltop location is near world-class vineyards, the Oregon Shakespeare Festival, and the Brit Music and Arts Festival. Rogue Valley Manor, Southern Oregon's premier Life Plan community.
And a happy Father's Day from the ballpark. Medford takes the doubleheader, 9-3 in Game 1, 12-6 in Game 2 against the Solano Mudcats. Hi, everybody. My name is Brian Welch, the Rogues Streaming Network. Happy to have you aboard wherever you may be tuning in. And welcome to the Rogues postgame show. And we talked about it yesterday. Tonight, and these two games were probably the biggest games of the season, and the Rogues answering to the call, and they are 2-2 in Pacific Empire League action. Take a look at the highlights. Before we do that, let's take a look at the final line score. In Game 2 of the doubleheader, 12 runs, 13 hits, no errors for the Rogues, 6 runs, 8 hits, 3 errors for Solano. Solano right off the bat in the top half of inning number 1 had a 2-run homer from Derek Bartram, and it was already a 2-0 lead for the Solano Mudcats. Rogues had a base runner on at Daniel Berman at second base, but could not get him across. In the top half of inning number 2, it was a single from the bat off the bat of Raphael Hall. He singled and scored, and it was already a 3-0 lead for Solano. You're probably thinking, oh boy, here we go again. In the home half of inning number 1, Anthony Thomas Jr. in his first AB found a way to drive it Evan Saito with this play.
3-2 pitch, hits that in the air, right center field, going back as Torres can't make the grab. Rounding third, jogging towards home is Evan Saito. RBI double for Anthony Thomas Jr.
And Anthony Thomas Jr. drove in the first run of the evening for the Rogues in the home half of inning number 2. Top half of inning number 3. 1-2-3 went the Solano Mudcats. Bottom half of inning number 3, Rogues had base runners on but could not cash them in. Top half of inning number 4, leadoff base runner Bruce Boucher got aboard with a hit by pitch, got the second base, but that is all he could go. It was a pop out from Torres. Kennedy popped out, and Stone flied out to close the book on the inning. In the home half of inning number 4, Rogues offensively trying to capitalize, and how about a lead-off double from Will Salahar?
Sure. 2-1, hits it in the air, left center field. That's going to drop down for a hit. Extra bases for Will Salahar. Rounding first, digging for 2, and he drops the anchor at second base. Leadoff double for Will Salahar.
And a leadoff double, he was able to cash in on the off that hit, and the Rogues tied it up at, technically in that home half of inning number 4, they scored twice, and the Rogues tied it up at 3 apiece. In the top half of inning number 5, 1-2-3 went the Solano Mudcats. Wyatt Green got the inning, and he got a couple of strikeouts. Home half of inning number 5. This is where it begins to be fun. Jay Nugabara led off the inning with a single. Evan Saito got aboard with a bunt single. Anthony Thomas Jr. drew a walk to load the bases. And Trey Kotze, guy who's been having fun in the Rogue Valley, guy who graduated high school a couple of weeks ago in the San Diego area. He's going to be going to Princeton in the fall. Had this play to break the ice in the 5th inning.
Especially in the game of baseball, you can definitely trade it out for a run. Trey Kotze trying to change this game. Bases loaded, and the pitch. 1-2, chopper to the left side, takes it as Stone, can't make the play. 1 runs in, rounding third, racing towards home is Evan Saito. He scores standing up. Rogues take the lead away. Trey Kotze have a huge play.
And that was a huge play. 2 runs came across with that error. And in that next at-bat, Will Salahar drew a walk. Jonathan Walsh struck out. Sac fly by Daniel Berman drove in a run. And how about Larson Custer of a 2-run single? But how about this hit from Chris Ortiz?
So Custer trying to make it another big inning for the Rogues. 3-2. Hits that in the air, clubs it right field, tracking it down is Kopp. That's...
My apologies, that's actually the Larson Custer at-bat. Listen to that highlight again.
So Custer trying to make it another big inning for the Rogues. 3-2. Hits that in the air, clubs it right field, tracking it down is Kopp. That's going to drop down for a hit. 1 run's in, 2 runs are in. Larson Custer gets back over to first base, a 2-run single. The right fielder Kopp lost it in the lights, and the Rogues make it a 5 spot in the inning, 8-3 Medford.
And that was a big hit from Larson Custer. The next at bat, Chris Ortiz wanted to join in the fun.
2-2, hits it in the air, left center field, going back is Torres. Torres can't track that one down, bounces over the wall. It's a ground rule double. And Chris Ortiz drives in Jackson Rosenthal.
And in an inning where they saw 11 batters in the home half of inning number 5, Jaden Neugebauer wanted to join in some fun, a guy who led off the inning with a single. About 2 hits for Jaden in 1 inning.
It's 1-0. Line drive, right center field, base hit, rounding third, racing towards home is Chris Ortiz. He scores standing up. RBI single for Jaden Neugebauer. The Rogues lead by a touchdown at 10-3 against Solano.
And in that home half of inning number 5, Rogues put up a cricket number, scoring 7 times in the inning. So once in the second, twice in the fourth, 7 times in the fifth, and then in the top half of inning number 6, a run did score for the Mudcats. In the bottom half of inning number 6, Rogues did plate 2 runs in that inning. And the top half of inning number 7, Dez Ralls got the opportunity to shut the door. 2-run double he gave up from Theo Kopp, but it was just in garbage time. But the Rogues take game 2 of the doubleheader, 12-6. And they took game 1 earlier, 9-3, the final at Harry and David Field. The Rogues improved to 2-2 in a Pacific Empire League action, 13-5 overall in 2026. And the Mudcats fall to 9-3 overall in the season, 4-2 in Pacific Empire League action. Let's pick our player of the game before we go on the Rogues post-game show. You think about it, Rogues offense looked pretty good. Trey Kotze had a big hit. That drove in a couple on that via the air. Well, Salahar had a double. Larson Custer provided a couple, some big offense. But let's give it to the whole team. It's been a tough one. It's been a tough week for this Rogue squad to close out the week. More importantly, on Father's Day, getting the doubleheader sweep and evening up the series and putting the Rogues in a pretty good position for next week with a 2-game set against the West Coast Kings and then a 3-game set against the defending champs in the league, Healdsburg. A win's a win, and they got the job done. And tonight was a team win, especially in Game 1 and especially in Game 2. This team is still playing for each other, and they're playing the game of baseball. And today, for the first time this week, they had fun on the field, and we had fun calling it for you on the Rogue Streaming Network. So the whole entire Rogue squad gets the whole entire Player of the Game award. We picked Herman Luna in Game 1 of the doubleheader for the complete game showdown and going 7 innings on the hill. But for Game 2, a complete team win, and the Rogues look to get themselves, keep their winning ways going starting Tuesday night, 6:35 first pitch against the West Coast Kings. We'll get underway at 6:15 for the Awesome Pool Guy on Deck show. Before we go, let's take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard that's brought to you by our good friends Kramer Cabinets. A couple of games already in the books. West Coast Kings took on the South Placer Stonecutters. Humboldt walked it off on a walk-off grand slam in extra innings against the Stockton Pearls. Healdsburg holds off the California Tigers 4-3 at Recreation Park. And Lincoln wins 14-5 against the Marysville Giants. Take a look at the standings before we go in the Rogue Valley. Technically, West Coast Kings are 3-3. So we take a look at Solano falls to 4-2 in league play. Lincoln improves to 4-1. Healdsburg idle tonight. They're 3-1. West Coast Kings 3-3. Humboldt Crabs 1-2. So the Rogues are 2-2 in league action. We'll break the league standings down for you tomorrow. We're live from Ferment Fire in Central Point. Marysville 1-6 in 2026. But a fun one today at Harry and David Field. And I'm using that as the operative word. The Rogues had fun in a week of frustration and a week of having a reality check, figuring out who they are as players. And this 2026 Rogue squad playing well tonight, taking the doubleheader, 9-3 in Game 1, 12-6 in Game 2. And the Rogues get themselves back in the win column and they are 2-2 in Pacific Empire League action. Our next broadcast on the Rogue Streaming Network will be tomorrow. We'll be live from Permit and Fire from 4:30 to 5:30. Come join us if you are in the area. If you want to tune in and listen to it, it's going to be a lot of fun. If you want to ask your questions, go to the hashtag and say, Ask the Rogue. So capital A, capital T, and a capital R. We'll have that for you tomorrow, 4:30 from Ferment and Fire in Central Point, right off the 99. It's going to be a blast. And then we'll be back at it Tuesday night, 6:35 first pitch. We get going at 6:15 for the Awesome Pool Guy on Deck show. It's been a special night and a special day at the ballpark. Happy Father's Day to all the dads listening out here on the Rogue Streaming Network, and also the guys, all the dads that showed up at the ballpark tonight. I know my dad was listening all day long. Special thanks to him. Happy Father's Day, Dad. I love you. We'll see you soon in California when we go down the road in July during the road trip in the Golden State. But happy Father's Day to all the parents joining us on the Rogue Streaming Network. And the Rogues got the best present ever for the fathers. A couple of wins to even up the 4-game set. And the series concludes 2 games, 1 for Solano, 2 games, 1 for Medford, and the Rogues will see the Mudcats in July. But that will do it from the Rogue Valley. For everyone that has put this broadcast together, Brian Welch saying goodbye. Have a good evening. Being the final score from Harry and David Field, Medford takes the doubleheader 9-3 in Game 1, 12-6 in Game 2. We'll see you tomorrow for Ferment and Fire for a live episode of Playing Talk. We'll see you Tuesday here at the ballpark against the West Coast Kings. Thank you so much for watching and listening to Medford Rogues Baseball on the Rogue Streaming Network. So long from the Rogue Valley, and happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. So long, everybody.